Hey everyone, Mike McClary here, and welcome to the Reviews on Autopilot workshop. I'm extremely excited to be here today. I've seen this content firsthand. I saw the different drafts and iterations, and I haven't had a chance to see the final version that we've actually been working on right up until this minute. So I'm really excited to see the last minute changes and everything. It's awesome stuff. You guys are going to absolutely love it. But before we get into it, let's go through some basic housekeeping tips here. Hey everyone, Mike McClary here, and welcome to the Reviews on Autopilot workshop. I'm extremely excited to be here today. I've seen this content firsthand. I saw the different drafts and iterations, and I haven't had a chance to see the final version that we've actually been working on right up until this minute. So I'm really excited to see the last minute changes and everything. It's awesome stuff. You guys are going to absolutely love it. But before we get into it, let's go through some basic housekeeping tips here. Sometimes I say house cleaning, but it's housekeeping. First, a sound check. I want to make sure that everyone can hear me right now. So if you don't mind, why don't you post a comment and just let us know that you can hear me. And already I am seeing lots of people saying it good. Excellent. Sweet. Great. Gosh, there's so many names people can hear me out there. I can't read them all off. Hundreds and hundreds of people. That's fantastic. Good deal. All right. So just so you know, this call is being recorded and it'll be made available to you guys via email within 24 hours. It's going to be inside of your amazing.com membership. We just need some time for GoToWebinar to create the download for us to download it, the video guys to clean up any mistakes that I make, and then to upload it into amazing.com. That should all happen within one day. So if you have to exit out of here, we hate to see you go, but keep in mind that you'll have access to this after this is over and forever to come back and rewatch it and kind of as you're going through this process to make sure you know what you're going to be doing. Also, there are handouts available. Paul and his team have put together several really awesome PDF handouts. They're available right now. If you look over in the handout section under GoToWebinar, you can download those right there. So you can use those to go along with us while we're going on this webinar. If you don't want to, you can also get them later, but I would recommend going out there and getting them now so you have them available. This workshop is scheduled for 2 hours. Now, we don't know if it's going to go a little bit over, a little bit under that, but just plan on being around for about 2 hours. And that is going to include some Q&A at the end of it. Now, speaking of Q&A, throughout the entire time, you can ask any questions that you want over and GoToWebinar. We have Rich Henderson and Ben DeVries in the background who will be answering questions live to you while you ask them. So keep in mind though, that most of them will be actually answered at the end of the call. So you may have a really good question, but we're gonna try to pull as many as possible. I don't wanna interrupt Paul while he's talking, get him out of the zone. We'll pull up as many as we can for the end of it, and that's when we'll go over them. But if it's something quick and simple, either Ben or Rich will respond to you right away and let you know. And also, if you don't mind, be sure not to ask your questions more than once. The reason is if we don't respond to it, we've decided that's a good question that we want to ask in front of everyone during the Q&A. So please, if you post a question, you don't get an answer, don't post it again. We saw it, we flagged it, and we'll be covering it at the end so that everyone can see the answer to your question. Now, speaking of this whole webinar, you guys probably know me. I'm Mike McClary. I used to be a finance guy for a large telecom company, used to be a consultant for a large consulting company, but now I'm a co-creator along with Rich Henderson here on this call of the Amazing Selling Machine. That's probably where most of the people on this call have seen or heard me before. I also do speaking at SellerCon, other live events and masterminds, but this isn't about me. This whole webinar, it's about you. But we have a special guest here that's going to do the training, and this is Paul Barron. He's a good friend of mine, got to hang out with him several times. He's the co-founder of MessengerBOT University, where he, along with Ben DeVries, who's in the background, and Nate McHenry, he's also here in the background as well. They teach people how to 10x their business using Facebook Messenger bot strategies without breaking the bank or needing to be an ad expert. And I can attest to that. I've seen their strategies. I've seen them work. They're totally awesome. And like they said, because of the power of Facebook Messenger bots, you don't have to spend a ton of money to get these things working. Now, here's why you want to learn what Paul's going to teach today. This is a picture of a real product review. This image was just taken about a week or so ago, and this product has well over 1,000 reviews, and 112 of them all were received within 14 days. That's almost what 8, 9 a day over that time period for getting reviews, which is just fantastic. Most people are lucky to get a review or two a day, and it's got like a 4.5-star rating. But this other product, another one, this is actually one of Ben's products. It got over 140 reviews in 14 days, which is 10 reviews a day as well. So these are two different products, but they both have the same awesome result, and that is getting consistent, verified, positive reviews on autopilot. So if you're looking for this whole method, this strategy that you're going to learn today, this will work for you. Now, in order to make it work, those are a few things that you will need. First off, you need a product that needs reviews. Looking at the names of the people on this call, I recognize a ton of you guys. I think we all have that. All of us have a product, and we all need more reviews because it has gotten much tougher to get those with Amazon's latest updates. Now, this little bit's a little out of order here because I put this here. You need a MessengerBOT account. That hopefully that's pretty relevant to you guys, that you know that's what we need. But ManyChat and Message Hero are the two that we prefer to use, but you can really use any type of messaging system. We just prefer those two. Also, you'll need the ability to create and export a custom audience on Facebook. If you don't know how to do that, don't worry about that. We'll tell you exactly how to do that very easily. And then last, you will need a Facebook Business Manager account as well. Now, hopefully everyone here on the call has been using advertising on Facebook, and you have a Facebook Business Manager account. If you don't have that, it's the easiest thing in the world to set up. You just go to business.facebook.com and it'll walk you through the entire process. Now, here's what you're going to learn tonight. You're going to learn how to target customers who've already purchased one of your products. And then you're going to engage them in a way that is better than any type of email follow-up sequence you could ever hope for. Whether you're sending emails from and through Amazon system, or whether you're sending them through your own system because you actually have their email address, this system will work. I don't even know what the multiple is, 5, 10 times better, because this way gets their attention, gets them to engage, open, and respond. And as we all know, Amazon has really clamped down on how many of your emails, even ones that follow the rules and to provide real value to customers, it's only a fraction of the emails that are actually getting through to customers. So being able to talk to your customers, provide great service, and ask them for a review is extremely hard to do nowadays. This system takes that and removes that barrier. And also, the benefit of this, while we are not specifically saying that you're going to go out and ask them for a positive product review, we all know you don't want to do that. Doing what you're going to learn today, that's the benefit you're going to see. This is going to greatly increase the chances that you will get a product review, and most likely a positive one. And if it is a negative one, if you've already gotten a negative review, doing what you're going to learn today is going to help you reach out to that customer so you can actually talk to them and take care of their problem. So many times we get a review on Amazon, it's a bad review, and you can do everything you possibly can. You can comment on the review, trying to get the person to respond to you. You can comment again after a week because most people just ignore them. You can try to email them or find them in your Amazon ordering system and email them, and they simply ignore it. Maybe they're not doing it intentionally. Maybe they just ignore all their emails. This helps remove that barrier as well, because you are really going to find a great way to get a hold of these people so that you can engage them, provide fantastic customer service, and hopefully get reviews much more consistently and reliably than you ever have before. So before we get started, we actually want to take a poll here. So Kelly, if you don't mind, why don't you throw the polls up? We want to find some things out about the people that are on this webinar. I know that so many people here are already Amazon sellers, but there's several different polls that we want to find out. So if you don't mind, we're going to take a minute. Go ahead, answer those questions as quickly as possible so we can share the results. And while I'm doing that, I am going to bring on Paul Barron. Paul, welcome to the webinar. How you doing, buddy?
I'm great, Mike. How are you doing, man?
Doing great. You know, we were chatting before this whole thing started about how long we've gotten to know each other. And I think it was Austin a couple years ago that I first got a chance to actually physically meet you, right?
Yeah, so that was, Austin, coming up on 2 years. I think it was like September 2 years ago. So
Yeah,
I
and
had paid for, at the time they did, I don't know if they do this anymore, but at the time they had like a platinum pass thing that I paid for, backstage access and stuff. And so got to hang out with you a little bit backstage in the speaker room.
very cool. And then you were able to speak at the Orlando event. What was your topic up there at Orlando again?
Yeah, so topic in Orlando was PR, basically building a brand that the media loves, and different methods that I've done in our business, selling on Amazon within the past, you know, year and a half, 2 years. We've gotten a bunch of press coverage, and funny thing, just this week, somebody took a picture of one of our products, and it was like the top post in one of the subreddits, like a really popular subreddit, earlier this week. It's crazy.
That is awesome. And then how long have you been using messenger bots in your and Ben and Nate's businesses?
So, realistically, like we haven't been using them that long. Only, I mean, coming up on a year or so here. I remember hearing about them about this time last year, actually. Kind of just played around with them for a little bit, but really dove like feet. I guess I just dove into it head first about October, November last year. Just had a couple crazy ideas that I kind of tried testing out, and this review strategy that we're sharing today is something that we've been working on since November. So it's gone through several iterations, and just it keeps getting better every single time. So
Awesome, awesome. All right, looks like our polling is about halfway done. So if you guys don't mind, feel free to answer the rest of those polls. We only have a couple more that are out there. And all right, so let's see. Here's one. I'm gonna go over one of these polls right now. Let's see. Oh, it just moved on me there. Hold on one second, guys. Do you currently use a landing page software? Looks like we're about split half and half on this one. It's almost exactly half and half, yes or no. I'm curious to see what kind of landing page software everyone's actually using, but I'm also surprised to see how many people are doing that because a lot of sellers don't actually use landing page software. Which one, Paul, do you guys prefer to use when you're running traffic to a landing page?
for me personally, I use Zipify because I have a Shopify account. Now Ben uses ClickFunnels because he uses WordPress with WooCommerce. So that's the cool thing about the strategy, is that it's applicable across the board. You don't necessarily need, you don't even need an external site for this to work, but there's some benefits to having a landing page. But actually, yeah, got Zipify back last fall. I think Ezra did a call with Jason.
Yeah, that's right. So Ezra Firestone, is one of the Smart Marketer guys, actually the founder of Smart Marketer, actually created Zipify. That's a pretty cool software. I remember we got a chance, both Rich Henderson, I've hung out with him several times down in Austin. I'm pretty jealous. Rich actually gets invited to a lot of Ezra's Blue Ribbon events, never brings me along with him as his good buddy or pal. But that's okay. I'm not bitter, single bit. So how long you been selling on Amazon? Just so you know, that looks like we're split a little bit. About 35% of the people here on this call have been selling for 3 to 5 years. And then the next biggest groups, 11 to 30%, have been selling for less than a year. And then we kind of have some
Okay, cool.
splits in between. All right. And then we're going through the last question right now, which is estimate how many products you sell a month on Amazon. Oh, wow. So we got a lot of big sellers on here. We have, I'd say, it looks like a third or more are making 1,000 sales per month on Amazon. That's pretty cool. When I look at a benchmark as to like when someone's really kind of like made their presence known and started selling, I think if you're doing 10 to 20 products a day, you've made your mark. You have a legitimate business. You haven't just kind of like test this out. So people here are doing over 30 products a day. So that's really cool. Let's see how many people are doing that. All right, so let's see. So now are the poll results up? Can you see them, Paul?
Yep, I can see sell per month. That's the last one that I see.
All right,
I can see
so
more.
all right, let's go through these quickly. So I'm going to read off the poll results before we get into the training here. What off Amazon e-commerce software do you use? So we had most people use Shopify. 55% actually use Shopify. The other big one is kind of the other category. A few people using WooCommerce. I think a lot of people use WordPress. Actually like to use that one. And then 1% BigCommerce. Interesting, because BigCommerce used to be the big player before Shopify actually took
Yeah,
over the market. But look at that. That's
it's
crazy.
like 5 years ago. It's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, then. So how many products do you currently sell on Amazon? There's the next poll out here. So it looks like 15% of the people don't have a product up yet. That's totally fine. If you're here and you're not selling your product yet, that is absolutely no problem. You're going to learn something here that the moment your product starts selling, you can go out there and start targeting those people about the products and get them to engage with you and hopefully get a product review. Looks like about a fourth of the people have one product up there. We got another big group, 2 to 5 products. 12% of the people have 6 to 10, and then wow, 27% of the people have 11 or more products. That is just awesome. We got definitely some awesome sellers on here. All right, so do you have any low price products that you could offer as a part of what you're going to call? I'm not going to steal the thunder and use the word hook, so I won't use the word hook at all. But that's good. Over half the people on here definitely have a low price product they could offer if they needed to. 14% don't know. That's totally fine. Paul will walk you through what that means. And 28% no. Paul has you covered. Like I said, I've seen this stuff here. It's great stuff. You guys are all covered. Anyone here can actually go out there and determine what they, what kind of prize or hook they want to use. Do you currently use landing page software? Like I said, that one was half and half, split down the middle.
Pretty split.
Yeah, and then let's go to the last one. How long have you been selling on Amazon? I don't think we showed this one enough before. 30% of the people less than 6 months, 40% between 6 months, less than a year, 18% 1 to 2 years, and then again, 3 to 5 years. People probably along with me and Rich and you and several other people, 35%. That's a long amount of time. And then we have some really old people out there selling for 6+ years. Okay, awesome, Paul. So Paul, if you don't mind, thanks everyone for sharing those results. We just want to get a good idea of what type of people are watching this webinar. It looks like we have a broad swath of lots of different sellers on here. Some people that are just starting off, some people that really are selling a ton. I guarantee you that no matter what level you're at, you are going to learn a bunch on this webinar. And I'm going to turn this over to you, Paul, 1 second as I hand over the presenter role. Are you ready, Paul?
I am. Awesome. Okie dokie. So I am super stoked. Yeah, like Mike said, my name is Paul Barron. And first of all, before getting into this, I know that Mike chatted a little bit, but I have to big shout out and thank you to amazing.com, because obviously I am not, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for that, the training that, he and Rich, Jason and Matt have been so instrumental in putting together. So huge shout out to them and thanks. And I remember sitting on Mike's webinar back February last year, Launch Blitz Rank, and that totally revolutionized my business. And I'm hoping that today that this is going to be one of those turning points in your business, wherever you're sitting. If you have been struggling getting reviews with all the changes, you are going to love this. So again, Paul Barron, I'm from MessengerBOT University, and super excited about taking you through this phenomenal webinar. So again, whether you sell your physical products on Amazon, your own website, what have you, the majority of us here on this webinar are Amazon sellers. So we can all agree that getting those reviews is a huge challenge. So I'm going to walk you through the exact sequences that myself and my partners have honed over the course of several months to get these reviews. I mean, we're like you saw in the screenshots, we're seeing stuff up to, over 60 a week, which is just absolutely phenomenal. So let's go ahead and cover what we're going to be going through on this webinar. I've divided this up into sections. First section we're going to go through is just a quick overview of what the RAP funnel is. I tried to make the acronym for hip hop, and that just wouldn't work. So if you like my corny jokes, give me a thumbs up in chat. But this is the RAP funnel, reviews on autopilot. We're going to give you an overview of that. Next section, we're going to go over the prerequisite check sheet. Like Mike said, there are some prereqs that you need to have squared away. We have that as a download in the walkthrough, just so that you can make sure that when you're setting this up per product, you can just go through that. Next section, we're going to be going through developing your hook. In this section, we're going to talk about 3 different methods that you can use as an engagement hook that's designed to re-engage your past purchasers of your review objective product. We're going to be reviewing these three methods, how they work, and pros and cons in that section. Next, we're going to be learning about creating specific Facebook ad copy targeted for our funnel, giving you examples. And again, this is stuff that you can just copy and paste if you so choose and just change it out to meet your needs. Then we're going to be going over the hook sales funnel options. So we've divided this into two main options. So I feel like this is going to work really well because I've basically set it up so that if you have an external site like a landing page, or if you don't, you can walk through this without you needing a landing page or any sort of external site. So the first option is my preferred method. It requires an additional external site landing page. I use Shopify and Zipify. In this option, we're going to be walking you through how to run your hook funnel using any sort of external software, and I'll walk you through how I do that with Shopify. In option 2, for those of you that don't want to send anybody offsite, you want to keep everybody inside of chat, we're going to be going through specifically within ManyChat how you can keep all of that inside ManyChat so you don't need to have any sort of external expenses or anything. It's super slick and easy. And then finally, we're going to be going through the full bot setup, which is that's the big shebang. We're going to tie it all together. You're going to walk through. I'm going to show you the exact sequences, how it works, and by the end of the day, if you get all this squared away, then you should be able to start implementing this tonight. So let's get started on the overview. So initially, the reviews on autopilot is a funnel that we've developed, which uses a hook and a Facebook dark post ad, which is tied into a messaging bot and landing pages, external site, like I said, if you choose. So again, a dark post, if you're not familiar with what that is, a dark post is essentially an ad that you create that is only seen by a specific group of people that you select who you want to see through advertising. So again, this is designed to re-engage your past customers and follow up with them for reviews to get purchases, or reviews on those past purchases. A big benefit of this is that it also increases your sales, because what I've seen in this is as you're re-engaging your customers, you're coming back to the top of their mind. They think of you again, and then they say, oh, wow, this is amazing. You're offering them something cool. And then they tell a friend about you. So tons and tons and tons of benefits of this. These, again, are designed, like I said, to re-engage your past customers. And this hook is basically something that is designed to entice your past customers to interact with your ad. And we're going to go over that more in detail in the hook section. So specifically what the wrap funnel does, like I said, it connects you with customers that have already purchased from you. So whether you are a brand new seller and you haven't launched a product, or you're like Mike and myself, and we've been in the business for about 3 to 5 years, you know, I'm connecting with past purchasers, but as a new seller, you can take this and put it into your tool belt. So once you start selling, you can start generating those reviews on autopilot like we are. Secondly, it adds these past customers to your bot subscriber list and potentially to your email subscriber list if you set it up to go through a landing page. This generates a high amount of positive, verified reviews, obviously, on autopilot, and it increases your social awareness and brand equity, which results in increased sales because people are seeing your ads, you're coming back to the top of their minds, and they're sharing this type of stuff with their friends. Now, how it works. Basically, like Mike said, we're going to set up a hook, which is designed to appeal to and re-engage your targeted past customers of a product in need of review. I call that your review objective product. So if we're speaking in terms of, you know, the ASM favorite silicone spatula, if I wanted somebody to review my silicone spatula, that would be the review objective product. We specifically only target past customers to see that ad that we set up through a custom audience inside of Facebook advertising. And then when they comment on that hook post, that ad post, it's attached to a ManyChat comment growth tool, which triggers a Facebook message asking the person to reply with a keyword, which opts them in to your bot as a subscriber and then sends them into a sequence. So again, they're added as a subscriber to our bot and receive further info on how they can obtain that hook. So more on that later again. And again, they're going to be put into that sequence while we apply tags along the way. The goal with this is that we're determining, first of all, whether or not they're a customer, that they saw this, 90% chance that they are a customer, and then we determine what their experience with our brand and our product has been. And if they've had a negative or a neutral experience, then we talk to them and we see what we can do to increase their, their experience and turn them into a raving fan. So depending on those tags, if they are a past customer and if they've had a positive experience, then of course we're going to ask them to leave a review. So to recap this section, we went over what the reviews on Autopilot Funnel is, what it does, and how it works. And up next, we're going to be covering the prereq check sheet. So if you can, now there's that download section. You can open that up in another window. It's a PDF that you can just walk through with me, and I will walk through that live with you as well. So take action. If you haven't already, turn out all of your distractions, and let's go ahead and dive into the prereq check sheet. Essentially, what you're going to want to do is either print this out or open it up in a new tab when you come back and watch this webinar, because I'm assuming that as we're going through this, that you're going to be taking notes. And if you're like me, what you're going to come back and do is you're going to watch this later and then go step by step along the way. So that's what I designed this to do, is something that you can help guide you through for any future review funnels that you put together. So this is several helpful links, resources that we recommend, which you're definitely going to want to use. So let's go ahead and walk through that check sheet. So, pretty straightforward. Like Mike said, you need to make sure that you have a product that needs reviews. If you don't have a product that needs reviews, you can walk through this and then, learn from it and then implement it once you do. In order to create custom audiences, you need to be able to have at least 20 match contacts uploaded to Facebook via their custom audience tool. Now, what I use is Managed by Stats, and if you're not familiar with that, you can just click on this link and then go check it out. But notable delivery for matching contacts does start at 1,000 match people. So the more past customers, the more you're going to start seeing your ads deliver better. I'm not going to go through all of these sub points here because, again, this is just kind of an overview. Then we're going to identify what you're going to be using as a hook item. So I have 3 main options that we cover in this webinar, and I give a brief description of them here. So again, once you're ready to start implementing this on your own, you can come back as a touch up here. For the example of this webinar, I'm going to be using the free casino drinks, which is essentially giving away a low cost, high value item that is different from, but relates to our review target product. So it's a product that we either have in stock or we can purchase and give away as a loss leader. So the whole goal of this product is something that we know that we're going to give it away to everyone who comments on this particular post for free. So if you do not have one of these free products and you are already selling on Amazon, what we've done is we just contact our current supplier. We just ask for pot items that are between 50 cents and $1 our cost. And I'm going to walk you through again what we've done in the past with different hooks. I have several different examples or methods of places that you can go to order directly from manufacturers if you haven't already done that. And again, so this is, like I said, designed specifically just to help walk you through. I'm going to keep going with the presentation here and move on to the next section. So print that out. Here we went through what you're going to need prior to launching your reviews on Autopilot Funnel. I went through that kind of in brief with you guys. And up next, we're going to walk about the different hooks. So take action right now. If you haven't already, click on that download link. Make sure that you have that ready. And we'll go through this again on your own time that you want to fill it out. And keep moving forward. If you get hung up in the future on this. Don't get hung up on any of your hook items or anything, because again, I'm going to be discussing that more in the next section. So what do I mean by developing your hook? So there's 3 different options that you can use for your hook. I don't mean this type of hook. Again, Mike kind of spoiled it for me. I was really excited about this Captain Hook thing there, Mike. But what I mean is like a fishing hook. So this is something, like I've mentioned several times before, this is something that is designed to act as basically engagement bait. That's a terrible word, but you just want people to engage with your ad. It's something that is enticing to them, something that they can relate to. Again, if you're selling silicone spatulas, something that would relate to the kitchen audience that had purchased your silicone spatulas. So the first option, this is the option that we developed and we've been using since November, is the free casino drinks model. Now, what I mean by this, free casino drinks, is if you've ever gone to a casino and you spent even $5 on a slot machine, casinos give you free drinks just to sit there, because they know that the more people that drink, the more they drink, the more they gamble. So this type of product is that low price product to you that has a high value. So this is something that you can give away as an engagement to keep coming back and purchasing from you, either purchasing from you or to act as a review. So again, this is by far the best method that we found, and you can either give this away for free plus shipping or completely free if they qualify, and I'll walk you through how that works in the funnel. The second one is the big winner, and I call this the big winner because in this you run a weekly or bi-weekly giveaway contest offering a high value grand prize package to 1 or 2 winners every week or 2, depending on your budget. So like this gentleman here, he won the lottery. Not everybody wins the lottery, but basically what you're doing with this method is you're setting up a giveaway contest that's a very familiar type of contest to people on Facebook. So instead of with the free casino drinks model here, everyone gets a prize when they comment on your post with the free casino drinks. Here, you only have 1 or a few winners. So instead of giving them all away, like I said, you just have that 1 grand prize winner. If you want, you can set it up to have multiple runner-up winners. It just depends on your budget, how often you want to do these, and how many of these big prizes that you can give away. Now, the third option, I wanted to set this up for people that didn't want to give away any type of product or didn't have the budget, and I call this the fatal attraction option. And the reason why I call this fatal attraction is because if you've seen the movie Fatal Attraction, it starts off with Michael Douglas there on the left, and he makes a mistake. He's a lawyer, he has an affair with Glenn Close, and he decides to break it off. But she becomes obsessed with him and starts turning into a super stalker. And so she stalks him as he moves. He moves far away, and she finds out where he moves, and she stalks him there. So I call this fatal attraction method because this is the creepy internet stalker method. It's essentially running a Facebook ad asking for a review of your product that somebody purchased on Amazon, and it could just be like a video or an image. And all you're doing in this ad is you're directly asking them in the ad for a review or to comment, and then you can take it into Messenger and then talk to them there about the review. Now, why I think this is creepy is because if you think of your customers as people that you've had a nice, well, hopefully nice conversation with at a bar called Amazon, and then you part and you go your separate ways, or do you? Because you don't go your separate way, you follow that person home, you show up at their house the next day, again, you never talked to each other before, maybe an hour, and then you're ringing the doorbell and asking them if they'd like to go out again. Well, that's pretty creepy, and that's essentially what this is. There's a fine line really between targeting people with your advertising and making an ad that's so overt that they know that they've been targeted. And again, it's creepy and internet stalkery because like I said, you're basically just running that Facebook ad to somebody directly asking them for a review of your Amazon product. So especially in the, I guess, the day and age we live in now, with all of the concerns around privacy, Cambridge Analytica, you know, the GDPR that just came out, people are really, really sensitive about their privacy being infringed. And so the first two methods that I've given you, free casino drinks and the big winner, are targeting them specifically, but the idea behind those is they're not really, the customers don't really know necessarily that they're being targeted. And in those methods, you're re-engaging with them. And this one, there's no way that they can't know that they're being targeted, because why would they be seeing an ad asking for a review on Amazon or on Facebook when they purchase something from you on Amazon? So again, this is something that's free, and we're gonna go into just some pros and cons of each of these ones, and I'm gonna walk through why I think free casino drinks is the best. And let's go ahead and move on to some pros and cons of that. So again, this is giving away a low cost, high value item to everyone who comments on your Facebook post. Now, the pro for this is that I really do believe that this is the best method that we've used out of everything that we've tested. We have seen that this is the best method that we've used to re-engage past customers. Nearly every single person who comments on this, what I have also seen, is that they become a raving fan, because everybody commenting gets a freebie, and literally no one is doing this but us. So that's myself, Ben, and Nate, and then a few of our students. So this is completely unique. This isn't oversaturated. So you're not going to be running these ads and people aren't going to be seeing them thinking, oh, I bet they're going to be asking me for a review. This is awesome in that regard. So I love it. You're going to be one of a few people doing this. And again, don't share this with people because you paid money for this. The fourth is that it helps get through any excess inventory that you may have sitting around. So if you have been in the Amazon business for a while, you might have tried to launch a product that just didn't really take off, and you might have those sitting around at your house, your warehouse, or whatever. We ran into this issue. There's nothing wrong with the products that we were trying to launch. It was just at the time that we tried to launch them, it was really, really early in our Amazon career. We didn't do a great job of picking them. The competition was a little bit more tough than we intended, or we thought it would be, and the ad costs were higher. So we had all this excess inventory. This helped us get through that. And again, since everyone who comments on this post gets a freebie, it can result in generating new raving fan customers when people share this post, because the only people that see this post are the people that you target through the custom audience advertising in Facebook. So they're seeing this post, and then what normally happens when you have a post like this in Facebook is people think it's a great deal, like, oh my gosh, this is incredible, I'm going to share it with my friends, or they tag some friends in it, so then their friends see it too. So that's the only way that other people not tagged or not targeted will see this. But that's a good thing, because the people that first get introduced to your brand, if they get introduced by an awesome free product, they're going to automatically have a very positive opinion of your brand. And this, out of all the other methods that we're doing, it generates the highest sense of goodwill from our customers. So again, think of it this way. So goodwill, or the law of reciprocity is in effect here, because if you do something really, really nice for somebody, they're going to be more inclined to like you, especially if they've already had a relatively positive experience from you or with you in the beginning. So I'm assuming that they've had a good experience from your products on Amazon in the past. It's just hard to get them to leave a review on them. What this is doing is that you're getting in front of them, you're offering them a completely different product for free, no strings attached. You're not requiring them to leave a review or anything. And what this is doing is you say, hey, here's a free product, where can we ship it? That's going to make people like you. They're going to be more inclined to purchase from you again in the future, and more inclined to leave a review if and when you ask. And out of all of the methods that we work with, this is the highest likelihood of being able to turn that 1-star experience into a 5-star experience using this option. Because in our sequence, we basically ask people on the automated level what their experience has been with our products. If they answer that it's positive, then I go in one route. If they answer that it's, you know, neutral or negative, like they hate the product or something, then they go in a different route. And that actually automatically pings us as admins to follow up with them. Because I don't know about you, but I genuinely, legitimately care about my customers. I want them to have a good experience. Not only that, but I've been building my brand now for 3 years, and my customers have, some of them have become like my family. And when and if any of them have a bad experience, I truly want to make sure that I make it right. And if there's a problem with the product, then I want to know how I can fix that product so that I can make their experience even better. If there was a product with a customer service, I want to know how I can make it better. So this free casino drinks model has the highest likelihood of being able to do that, just because of the sense of goodwill that you're generating and everything else that goes along with it. So some obvious cons are on this would be, the first one is that it is a bit more work than the other 3 options, because there's more, you know, there's more entailed to it. You know, you need to have either a product in stock that you can give away as a loss leader to everyone who comments on the post, or you need to be able to go purchase products specifically as loss leaders. And depending on which method you use to fulfill that specific product, again, in my example, I use Shopify. So there's some setup on the Shopify side. There's some setup on the Zipify side that I do. But realistically, in the end, it's worth it, because I can just keep duplicating those same pages and those same funnels over and over. Potentially, posts like this can be shared a ton. So not everyone commenting will be a past purchaser. So that's a pro and a con. You're going to be getting people commenting that aren't past customers. So the whole goal of this funnel is to get reviews on past purchases. Not everybody commenting is a past customer. So you're going to have to, you know, just determine whether or not you're okay with giving something away for free to somebody who is not a past purchaser. And we have a solution for that in our funnel. So the con is that, again, the easiest and most effective, like I said, is when you use Shopify, in my case, linked with something like Zipify pages, or if you have a standalone funnel building software like ClickFunnels. You know, I saw a lot of you guys use, you know, WooCommerce, and some of you guys that use BigCommerce. There are extra costs for those pieces of software. So that would be a con, just because you have to have some sort of monthly subscription or one-time fee, depending on which route you go. Again,
Hey, Paul.
You should have a pretty good, yep.
Hey, I just want to hop in. By the way, things are going great right now. Don't want to interrupt you, but we're getting a lot of questions about one thing, and I just want to make sure everyone relaxed about this. Biggest question people are asking is, hey, how are we going to target our existing Amazon customers? Probably seen about a dozen questions.
Yep.
I just want to let everyone know, promise you, Paul has you covered, and we will be getting to that.
Yeah, we will be getting to that. What I'm doing now is I just want to give you guys a general overview, and then we're going to walk through the nuts and bolts of how to do that. So, yep, bear with me, and don't worry, guys. Like I said, this is being recorded, and we have that, you know, 30+ page PDF that you can download, that you can reference to. So thanks, Mike. So how free casino drinks work is, first you have to have that matched audience, which again, we are going to be walking you through how to do that. There's the matched audience of past purchasers that you create as a custom audience inside Facebook. Then you want to create a Facebook ad targeting those specific past customers. You can either use a photo or a video of your free casino drink product. So if I am selling, you know, in our course, we talk about a company that we made up called Free Range Dog Food. So let's say in Free Range Dog Food, we sell organic dog food. A great upsell item that would be low cost, that could re-engage with people, would be like non-toxic organic dog chew toys or something. And, you know, I've done some searching on Alibaba. You can get them for like 50 cents a piece. So I would create a Facebook ad with a photo of these non-toxic organic dog chew toys as my free casino drink product targeted to the people that had purchased our organic dog food in the past. And again, that dark post is literally, it's just Facebook lingo, and it means that you're creating an ad in Ads Manager that's only targeting your custom audience that I'm going to show you how you can upload later. You gained access to a free bonus video. If you haven't had time to watch that, that's fine. But when you get a chance to watch that, and we want you to use what you learned in that free bonus video to create engaging ad and ad copy. In that video, we have a download that goes with it that walks through different copy examples, as well as how you can create an ad easily and for free most of the times online. Then you want to link this to a comment response growth tool inside ManyChat. And again, jumping ahead, we will be going over that later on. This is just the outline of how this is working. After you link it to a comment response growth tool, you tie that into your ReviewBot template flow that we gave you access to in the downloads that you can just copy over to your ManyChat account. So many of you guys signed up for this webinar using a very, very similar flow to this. There was an ad that we ran on Facebook, and I think there was a couple hundred people, last I saw about 300 or so, that had verified that they had registered for the webinar using that funnel. So what happened was you commented on that post, which was the comment response growth tool. Our bot automatically sent you a reply. You either opted in by clicking a button or by saying autopilot, and then that tied you into a sequence of follow-up messages that we then sent, just to send you examples on how bots work, and also just to give you more information on this webinar. And I wanted to do that because I wanted you to see in action how a bot was working. So the sixth step, once you've had people comment on your Facebook post, you've tied that into a sequence. If you're using an external site to fulfill this free casino drink product, that will need to be set up, such as Shopify. And again, I walk you through that later on in this webinar. Seventh step, you just want to let the bot work and then watch your reviews roll in. So in brief, those are the pros and cons of the free casino drinks, how it works. And now I'm going to move on to the pros and cons of the big winner, which is another really great method of incentivizing people to comment on your ad, engaging with you. And again, in brief, this one is running a weekly or a bi-weekly giveaway contest with one or more winners. So a pro of this type of approach is that it's easy to run. It's a familiar contest type for people on Facebook. I'm sure you've seen these, dozens of times. People say, comment on this post to enter, to win our $300 Traeger barbecue grill or something. The other pro of this is that you set the total price on the giveaway, no matter how many entries you get. Like I mentioned earlier, you want to make sure that it's a high value grand prize package. What we've seen is that things over $200 in value get the most engagement. So if you know that you buy, one, Traeger grill for $200 every week, you know that your marketing expense is going to be $200 for that giveaway, plus whatever your ad costs are going to be. So these costs in terms of your giveaway items are a little bit more set. In this one, you don't really need an external site or landing page software to conduct this particular type of contest as you would with the free casino drinks. Again, the pro of this is very similar to the free casino drinks one, is that it could get shared out of your custom audience, getting you more social media exposure in brand awareness. Now, the biggest con of this, in my opinion, is that it doesn't engender as much goodwill sentiment from your customers as that free casino drinks model does, other than obviously with the grand prize winner. And the reason for that, again, just think of yourself, put yourself in your customer's shoes. You're gonna like a company that you've done business with if they just gave you something for free. I remember years ago, there was when I was like early 20s, there was an online t-shirt company that I bought stuff from all the time. And the reason why I kept buying more things from them was I would order a t-shirt and they would send not just a t-shirt, but a bunch of stickers and like pins and things. And so I really, really, really liked that company because they gave me a bunch of stuff that was free. It was the surprise and delight type thing. So you get a lot of surprise and delight with the free casino drinks method, not so much with grand prize, the big winner, but still you do engender some goodwill with this. Again, typically the only people in this one who become raving fans are the contest winners, whereas with free casino drinks, the majority of the people that go through that funnel do end up becoming like just legitimate raving fans, like talking you up, not only leaving reviews on Amazon, but also leaving reviews on your Facebook page. It's very normal for that to happen. Like they just end up loving us. And again, the pro-con side of this, the sharing outside of your custom audience, is that not every single person who's commenting will be a past purchaser, which again, not necessarily a bad thing depending on how you look at it, because you're still building your subscriber list on your bots. You could potentially build your email subscriber list. So these people could potentially be, product launch type people material in the future. And the fourth con is that it does need some manual action on a weekly or bi-weekly basis to pick the winner of the contest. The majority of how the big winner works is very, very similar to the free casino models. Again, you have to have that matched audience, which I'm going to show you how to do. Create that Facebook ad with a photo or video of your big prize package, run the dark post to that custom audience. Again, this custom audience is people that have purchased from you before. You want to use what you've learned in that free bonus video. And then again, the comment response tool, you tie into the MessengerBOT template that we have, and then you modify that because the template is specifically set up for casino drinks, but you can modify that very easily. And then pick the winner finally, again, on whatever timetable you set out, whether this is weekly or bi-weekly, however many winners you pick. Again, it's just up to you. And then finally, just like free casino drinks, just let it work, watch your reviews roll in. So moving on to fatal attraction. Again, this is the creepy internet method of running a Facebook ad asking to review the product that they bought on Amazon. And this isn't all that bad. I just really don't like it because I don't like these types of ads following me around the internet. But a pro of this one is that you don't have any upfront costs on a product that you're giving away. So this is great for those of you who have a limited budget. You can't afford to get something or put together a prize package of worth $200 or more, or go and order a bunch of products specifically to give away for free, or buy them at Walmart and then give them away or something like that. You don't have any of those upfront costs on this because literally you're just running the ad asking for a review. It's a very, 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 very simple funnel. Again, because you don't have to go through all the steps that I just mentioned. Con, I'm hoping that I'm making myself clear here. I really feel like this is super creepy, especially because of the current privacy concerns with the General Data Protection Regulation in Europe. That's the GDPR, as well as everything that's happened recently with the political landscape and Facebook ties to that in America. People are really hyper aware of the ads that they're seeing, and the best types of ads click in people's heads and they don't realize that they're being advertised to. So what this does is this triggers people in their head, oh, I'm being advertised to because of X, Y, or Z. And another con is that this does nothing to turn your past customers into raving fans like free casino drinks or the big winner does. And it can possibly elicit more negative reviews than any other method because you're not necessarily going through a lot of the steps in the funnel that we've set out. Asking them what their opinion was of your brand, if they've had a negative or positive experience, you can add that in there. But again, because of you're not really generating a whole lot of goodwill typically with this as you are with the other methods. There's a more likelihood to get more negative reviews than you do out of the others. So very similar to the other two, how this works. You got that matched audience past purchasers, imported into Facebook. You create your Facebook ad using a clever photo or video. So, some people do like photos of their kids and their family, like, hey, help review our product, and you're holding your product up on, that they purchased or something, or a video saying, hey, this is Paul Barron and I'm with, Kitchen Revolution, and I love my silicone spatula, and I just want you to know that you bought it and we'd love your review. So you can do something clever. Again, run it as a dark post targeted specifically to those past purchasers. Same steps here as the ones in front. So that was kind of a big bit of information. I'm going to go ahead and recap it here for you. We covered in brief 3 different options that you can use to develop your hook. Again, the one that we use in our businesses is free casino drinks. We went over the pros and cons of each, and specifically how they work. Next, we're going to be going through how you can create your review on Autopilot specific Facebook ad and ad copy, and we're going to talk about that custom audience and how you can go about getting that information. So up next, you want to take action. Again, if you're watching this on the replay, you can pause it here, go back and watch any sections that you need more information on. If you haven't already, you want to decide which hook option you feel like you want to go with, what meets your current circumstances the best. And like I said, the absolute best method that I recommend is the free casino drinks method by far. I just understand that not everybody is in a position where they have a low cost, high value item that they can give away for free. So let's go ahead and start talking about our ad and ad copy. Again, this example assumes that you're going to be using the free casino drinks method as your hook. So for the rest of this webinar, we're going to be walking through that with that in mind. And I'm going to be showing you some real examples of past ads that we've used. So first step, what you want to do is, like I said, in all those steps prior, you need to leverage what you learned in that bonus video. I can't stress that enough. I'm actually surprised that we gave it away for free because there's so much good content in there. If you already have some type of giveaway offer that you've done before, you can just recycle that image. And I use Adobe Spark. You can do it in Canva. If you have a graphic designer, you would just have them use that same image and then just replace that image with the image of your hook item. So I'll show you this in the upcoming slides, an example of the images that we've used in our past ads. In our tests, make sure that you write this down. And when you do this, you can test these against each other to see what works best for you. But in our specific test, what we've seen is having a banner on that photo or even the video that says giveaway, it works better than a banner that says free. I don't know why it worked better, it just performed better. Lower costs and more people commenting on it. The main goal of this ad that you're creating on Facebook, again, this is targeted at people that have purchased your past product. You're offering them a different type of product. Your main goal is to get them to comment on it. You don't want just likes from your past customers. And secondly, you want to make sure that you get it at the best possible price per action. So a couple of ways that you can accomplish this is just copy what we've done, which you have in the downloads. So here is an example of a ad that I ran. You can see the date there, December 6th, 2017. I actually ran it back and forth between these two. So this one says giveaway, that one says free. Obviously that, really there's not much difference there other than the amount of engagement. The giveaway one has 144 comments, and this one has so few that it didn't really say. The text there, all our customers are raving about these amazing super soft bamboo washcloths. Now you can get a pair for free. So this is the giveaway product that we launched. This is the real product that we launched in our real Amazon business. The story behind this is that we tried launching these bamboo washcloths back in 2016, and you know, they were pretty low cost. We had them in a 6-pack, just like everybody else does on Amazon. But what we didn't realize at the time was that it was extremely competitive. The ad costs were way more expensive for these washcloths, so we just had them sitting around. Now, because we're in baby, we a year later we decided, hey, what if we did like a freebie offer to re-engage our past customers? And that's kind of how this whole thing came about. This was just an idea that we had, and we put it together, and it worked really, really well. So again, the giveaway here, that one worked better. If you can see the comments here, like, I haven't tried your washcloths, but your blank are amazing. And then this was our reply. I love that, you know, love that you think they're amazing. I agree. So all of these people that are commenting, you know, the 144 there, they're all saying, wow, this is awesome. Thank you so much. So they're commenting on this post. Sorry. They're wanting these free washcloths. It's a natural related product because all of our target consumers are parents with kids this age. So the ad copy is engaging because you have the kid in the bath or the sink using the washcloth, just says giveaway. The whole goal of this is that you want it to be a thumb stopper. You want these types of ads to, stop people's thumbs. So that free banner or that giveaway banner, the idea here is that it's literally scrolling down your phone. The goal here, our hope, was that people would see this banner, stop, and read the text, and then comment. So I have given you this actual copy that you can change. Again, you can put it in your own ads for when you're ready to start running them. Here they are. This is the exact copy. The one on the left is the one that performed better. It says, everyone is raving about these amazing, super soft bamboo washcloths. So again, we did this in December 7th. Said, as a holiday bonus, we decided to give away 350 pairs absolutely free. All you have to do is comment on this post, and we'll shoot you a message with the details on how to get them. How's that for an amazing deal? So think of your company. What is it that you sell? What is it that you can offer as a low cost, high value item that would re-engage with your past customers? So you know, are you silicone spatulas? Or you want to do like a pan scraper or something? We have the limit, 1 free pair per customer household. Just take this text, you know, all our customers are raving, and add in your products that you sell, that you give away, that you're wanting to offer as a giveaway for your review objective product. The one on the right here, all our customers are raving about these amazing super soft bamboo washcloths. Now you can get a pair for free. That one didn't perform as well. What I kind of surmised was, I built this template here. Again, you want to have that thumb stopping headline. Possibly try using emojis. We've seen more responses when we have emojis in those. So if I'm running an ad, you know, a newer ad, that's what I would run. Provide real or alluded social proof. So again, all of our customers are raving. So you want them to think, your customers to think, people everywhere who are just like me love them, or it, so why wouldn't I? So that's the alluded social proof. So all our customers are raving about these super soft bamboo washcloths. That alludes to the fact that, oh, everybody loves these. I would too. They see themselves, they kind of put their kid in the place of that kid in the bath, and then they think, okay, well, yeah, I love them. Why not? Best to do a limited number of giveaways. I did initially I did 350, and then later tests I did a lower number, and the lower the number on the giveaway, it provides that time limitation, which encourages actions taken on the fear of missing out. And so this is, you know, you can run that giveaway for a week, giveaway that set, run a new giveaway that set, and then you have a legitimate, you know, actual, you know, fear of missing out. You want to tie this into a reason for why we are giving them away. So again, on that last slide back there, we said as a holiday bonus, the reason why I'm doing this is that people typically wonder why you are giving something away for free. People naturally assume, okay, well, what's in it for you? What do you want from me out of this freebie offer? So this is your template that I want you to use to create your ads. Again, this is all in the downloads so that you can go through this, tick the boxes, and make sure that you fully understand everything when it comes to creating your ad template. Mike, is this a? I just want to, since I can't see the questions, I just want to see if this is all. Are you guys all getting this? Is this going smoothly? You guys understanding how you can start implementing this portion so far?
Yeah. They're definitely we're getting a lot of good questions about what kind of products they can actually give away, how those products get to the customers, if the product is the free product is the one you're getting reviews on. But I've been banking those up so that we can get to those all at the very end. But yeah,
Okay.
people are definitely getting this. Keep the questions coming in, guys. Remember, if we don't respond to your question right away, it's because Rich or I or Ben are flagging them so that we can keep Paul really busy at the end of this answering questions.
Exactly. All right. So next up, this is going to answer a lot of your questions, like you said, the exporting and importing your custom audience. So this custom audience, these are your past purchasers, people that have purchased from you on Amazon. So there's two options. I mentioned this. This is in the check sheet. There's a link to manage by stats in the download. The main option that I use is the Manage by Stats Facebook Sync tool. In the walkthrough PDF download, there is a link that walks you through how to set that sync up, and it does a better job explaining it than I could bore you with on this webinar. So I want you to, at the end of this, if you're wanting to know how you can export and set that sync up, go to the downloads and then click through on that link. The other option with Manage by Stats is you can manually export or import, then import those customers into Facebook. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick walkthrough of how to do that just on the Facebook side, since that was a common question that kept coming up. So in your Facebook manager, here I am in my ads manager. You want to click on this, click on all tools, and click on audiences. So real quickly, I'm going to show you this manual import here. So if you have any sort of product, any sort of customer list, let's say you have an email list, names, emails, phone numbers, or if you're using Managed by Stats, Managed by Stats is my preferred method because what this does is this ties directly into Amazon. It gives me all of my past customers, all my sales, and I can just export a list if I wanted to do that manually, or I could sync it like I said. So how you would create the custom audiences, you just go to, again, in Facebook. Once you're in your business manager, you have that created and set up. You got that box ticked on your prerequisite check sheet. Click up here, the hamburger menu. It'll either say business settings or asset library, it just depends on where you're at. Slide down here over all tools, and then go over here under assets and click on audiences. Then you click create audience, and you want to create a custom audience. And once that pops up, you want to click customer file. This is how you would do it manually. Then you click add customers from your own file. If you have a MailChimp account that you're getting emails from, you can do it that way. I would click this. And here are all the identifiers that Facebook says, again, you can use. This is their email, their phone number. For us, we wouldn't have this, but it would be first name, last name, and zip code. Sometimes gender, but basically the export that Facebook or that Managed by Stats will give you. It has, if you pay for their append service, it'll have their email. Most of the time it just has their first name, last name, zip code, city, state, and country. And those data points right there are enough to match a huge portion of your past purchasers to real people on Facebook. So click this, you find your file to upload it. I'm not going to walk through it right now, the full upload process, because it's, I mean, you literally just upload the file and then it's done. So that would be how you do it. Again,
And then
walk through this
Paul,
one more time
let me
really quick.
talk a little.
Yep.
Oh, go ahead. I was going to talk a little bit about managed by stats.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I could
So I
open up
know
a
that.
management stats window.
Yeah. And so let me just talk a little bit while Paul does that. So there are multiple ways to sync up and get access to your customers in Facebook. I actually talked about this a little bit, like talking about offline events, custom audiences, one of the events. But if you've never done it before, don't worry. Um, Facebook will tell you how to upload your custom audiences. You simply download them from your Amazon orders, but and upload them. But by far and away, if you have access to managed by stats, and I think most of the people, not all, but most people have that on here, you can make this all completely automatic work in the background. And by that, I mean every day that you get orders, every day managed by stats will take those orders and send those customers over to your Facebook ads account so that you have a completely up-to-date daily date of customers by product. It's awesome. It comes with the managed by stats service. You can have it break down by SKU. That's what I do. I tell managed by stats, I probably got 30, 40 SKUs in one of my Amazon accounts, and it'll go ahead and create a custom audience for each one of those so that every day at any point in time in the future, I can go in, pick a time frame, and know that it's up to date. I want all the people that bought this product over the past 7 days. I never have to upload anything once you connect it. It is awesome. I highly recommend it. And Paul's going to kind of show you how to do that right now.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the link that I brought you to, sorry, on inside the download that you have for the webinar. If you click over on this, when you're going through this section, again, we're under the creating your hook sales funnel options. I have this listed as a download or link that you can click over to check this out. But basically, this will walk you through everything, how to do it. So, Mike, do you want me to log in and walk them through now, or just keep going with the webinar?
I think we're okay. That sheet
Yes.
right there tells them exactly what they need to do. It's like a 3 or 4 step process, and anyone can do it on MBS.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that live now just because I wanted to make sure that I got the general idea and got to the real meat of it, which was the bot, the bot integration. So again, your two options are, like Mike said, you have your Facebook sync, which automatically syncs all of your products, one of your products, just a selection of your products. For our purposes, I set up, like Mike said, I set up just a sync of one, every one of my SKUs individually. So I have a custom audience for every single person that has purchased, SKU A, SKU B, SKU C, so on and so forth. The other option would be manually importing, which you really don't need to do that now other than just random cases or if you don't use managed by stats. So again, in this recap lesson here, we went over the best different practices for your ad copy and creative using the free casino drinks method. I showed you that example of the ads and the ad copy that I used back in December. One of them, I've dozens of these, but that was one that I just found really easily. Gave you a template of ad copy to use. We talked about 2 different options for importing our custom audience into Facebook. Now up next, we're going to walk through the different options for creating your hook sales funnel delivery. So a lot of you, that was one of the questions that Mike said that many of you guys had was, well, how do I deliver that option? Or how do I deliver that hook? I'm going to walk through 2 different options that you have to go through in the next section here. So as you're watching this on replay, if you wanted to pause right here, you want to make sure that you're taking action and you make your reviews on autopilot funnel ad creative. You write out your reviews on autopilot funnel ad copy. So this is your Facebook ad copy. It's your copywriting. And then you create that custom audience for review objective product using the managed by stats export, import, or the sync tool, like I mentioned. And then do all this above with the objective of your chosen hook, leveraging the free download video. And again, that hook is something that is completely different from your review objective product. Those are not the same. Now we're going to go through that, creating your hook sales funnel. Again, depending on where you are in your business, there are 2 main options that you can use to funnel your customers into, which I'm going to break down into these two different subsections here, but I'm going to give you a quick overview of them. Option 1 is running your hook funnel using an external landing page or sales funnel building software. Option 2 is running your hook funnel completely inside of ManyChat, not taking them off-site, not taking them to a landing page or an external site of any type, just using Stripe, Stripe is a payment processor that you can set up. Takes a couple of days to get approved. Super quick and simple. A couple of pros and cons of the landing page is that it is the most customizable option. Because it gives you the ability to offer upsells to anybody who gets your hook product. So that's something that you can use this in addition to getting reviews. So if somebody gets your free bamboo washcloth like with us, then we offer them an upsell of a different product on our website using the landing page software or what have you. You have the ability with the landing page software to gain email subscribers very easily as well. And ultimately, having more brand assets like this, having a website with landing pages built and everything, it makes your company more valuable. If you're intending to sell your company and you're wanting to get a best price for your company, this increases the value of your brand. Once you have these funnels set up, you can literally reuse it endlessly. You can copy it for every single one of the products that you have. You can just change out the copy and the text, a little bit of the work up the front. Very easy to use and reuse once you're done. And sixth, finally, you can use this for more funnels other than just the reviews on autopilot. So if you use this right and you can just tweak it a little bit, you can actually make more money. We make more money than the monthly costs of our landing page software and our Shopify store. So it's definitely a business expense that's very, very worth it for us. So the biggest obvious con on this is that there is an additional extra cost associated with Shopify, BigCommerce, what have you, landing page software like Zipify, ClickFunnels. There is that monthly extra cost, and it can take more time. It does take more time to set this up than running everything inside your bot funnel. Biggest pro of keeping everything contained inside ManyChat is that there is no additional cost because you don't have any outside funnels to set up. So you're not having any monthly recurring fees for a Shopify or anything. And so if you're in your startup phase, this is a great point to start. It's super, super quick and easy to implement. It's way quicker than the landing page option. And again, there's no cost for you. So if you're one of the people on this call that are just getting started, this is a great option for you to go with. And again, I wanted to lay these two out just so that regardless of where you are in your Amazon sales journey, you have the best options that you can choose, no matter where you're at. The biggest con of this is that it doesn't offer as much flexibility in regards to upsells, which isn't necessarily that bad because the objective of the wrap funnel, again, it's reviews on autopilot. But I'm an entrepreneur. I like making money when I can, and I like offering people upsells, whenever possible. So the con of this is that you don't really have the flexibility in offering an upsell item if you keep every single thing, contained inside of ManyChat. The other con is that you only gain a bot subscriber and not an email subscriber out of this, which isn't necessarily that bad of a thing because, email open rates on a good day are like 20%, and bot open rates on a bad day are like, 80 to 90%. Third con is that it is a little bit more manual in the product fulfillment area. So with this, you are taking a payment on Stripe inside ManyChat, and then you have to somehow fulfill that free casino drink product. So again, with the example that I used, my bamboo washcloths, if I took the payment in Stripe, I could check to see if there was like a Zapier integration or something. But what I would probably do is just manually go through, set up a fulfillment order on Amazon, or just fulfill it myself. Just depends on, where I was in the country when I was getting those orders. Fourth con is that it doesn't add as many brand assets or increase your business value as much as the landing page option because you don't have those extra properties, the website, you're not building that email subscriber list. So to recap here, we went over quickly the two different funnel methods you have your landing page funnel method, or you're keeping everything contained inside ManyChat method. Went through the pros and cons of each. And then now we're going to start doing a lot more hands-on. I'm going to do a lot more walking you through screen sharing here, how to set up the external site. I'm going to walk you through that option 1 more in depth now. So if you have a Shopify store, which the majority of you do, this is great because you're going to be able to quickly and easily set this up. So for here, when you're rewatching this webinar, decide which method of the 2 that I talked about that you want to use now. And like I said, if you're on a replay, just skip ahead to that section. So option, yep.
Yeah, Paul, I was going to just say it's a great little breaking point here. Again, we're getting lots of questions in. I know Ben's in the background answering several like crazy, but we do have some that we'll be covering at the end of this. I just kind of want to recap just to make sure everyone here knows where we're at. So far, like Paul said, this has been a lot of slides giving you overview of what this process is. He's really going to show some more real hands-on things, showing some screenshots, some screen sharing. If you seem a little overwhelmed right now, don't worry. It's going to become much clearer. But at a high level, this whole process is about, targeting anyone who's bought a product on Amazon. And you can do that incredibly easily using MBS to sync that up automatically with custom audiences in Facebook. Or if you want to, you can do that manually by downloading your customers and uploading them into a custom audience. That's the first step. Target those people who bought our products, and then you're going to run an ad to them using what Paul has called a hook, some way to get their attention in order to give them something in order to engage with you. And when they engage with you, they then get put onto your ManyChat or whatever it is, your Messenger subscriber list. So, and once you have them there, that's half the battle. And that's what Paul kind of went over right now, just like targeting the right people, which is much easier than people think, and then engaging them. And once you get them engaged, once they're on ManyChat, I don't know if you heard what Paul said a minute ago, open rates on messages that come through a MessengerBot can be as high as 90%. That is incredible. So that's half the work, if not more than half the work. So sorry, Paul, great job so far. I'm going to let you go here. I just kind of want to take a break and kind of recap where I, as a viewer, saw it so far.
Awesome. Hey, thanks so much, Mike. Yeah, so like Mike said, I do understand that this has been a lot of slides. One of the thoughts behind this was I assumed that there's going to be so much information in this that you would be watching this and walking through it step by step during the replay. So I know that you're gonna love you're gonna love it when you start implementing this. So in this next section here, this option 1 of setting up your external site, I'm gonna walk you through how to do that. If you're not signed up for Shopify, I'll walk you through how you do that. It's super, super, super simple. So this is the method of using Shopify to deliver your hook item. The only slide now that I have as far as the step goes, if you don't have Shopify, you can get it for free. If you want to use it, it's a 14-day trial. You just go to shopify.com, and I'm going to go ahead and walk you through how to do that right now. Okay, so this is just a landing page for Shopify. To get started, just click Get Started, fill out your email address and everything. This was the test store that we built for our course, and I'm going to pop back over to here and show you how you can do this, specifically set up your product for review giveaway. So I had already created a couple different products in here called Chew Toy or Freebie Chew Toys. So it's extremely simple to set up a product or set up products inside Shopify. To do that, just click the Add Product button. And fill out all of the relevant fields. For this, the idea here within Shopify, what we're doing is we're setting this up so that it's not visible on your store. I want to make sure that this particular product, the Freebie Chew Toy, is set up so that it's not visible, so that if somebody just comes to my store, they're not going to see it. So how I go about doing that is I've already got this set up, got the Freebie Chew Toy. You can fill out your description. I'm not going to go through that. Add any images that you have, set your price to 0. That's important because this is a freebie product. You want to, again, name your product whatever your product is. In this example, again, in the dog food example, we have the free range pet food. We're giving away a freebie chew toy to people who comment on our post that have been past purchasers of our organic dog food. They're going to come over here to our website and see this chew toy. So I want it to be set to 0. Just make sure that when you're filling this out, fill out all the rest of the blanks. And then we want to go to hide this from the visibility on our store. We have over here on collections. So as you're walking through this, I've already set this up, but we have a collection called all products. Now I created this earlier and I set this to be the product price is greater than 0. So any product that's on our store, as our store is full of products, it will only display in this collection if the price is greater than 0. Now I want to make sure that in my store, I'm going over to online store now, navigation, and I'm setting in the main menu to make sure that my shop is set to the all products link that I just created. Okay, so what I did earlier was I have this chew toy product, which is $22 or $20, and then I have the freebie chew toy, which is free. So as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and view this all products here. And I'll show you that the only product that you can see, obviously there's no pictures, this is just a test store, is $20. So this step, I'm walking you through how you set this, your Shopify store up so that as you're driving traffic to here, this is the landing page that you're going to drive traffic to. Now, back into your store, you want to click on settings and go into shipping and set up a shipping rate for free shipping or free plus shipping. Now, what this offer is going to do is we are offering this particular product to people in the bot flow. We're going to ask them if they are okay with paying, $3 shipping. And later on in the webinar, I'm going to walk you through specifically how to do that. So we click on edit here under domestic, and then click on add rate, which I've already added this rate, but I have the name of the rate here is free plus shipping, and the price range, minimum order, maximum order. So if the price reaches 0 to $5, and then I have my rate amount of $3. So I already have that created. This is, again, quick high-level overview of your Shopify setup. Now, if you wanted to use Zipify pages instead of tying this into Shopify using Zipify pages, Zipify pages is awesome because they have all of these amazing free templates. So whereas in Shopify, you have to go through, buy a theme, set it all up and everything. You don't even need to do that with Zipify. There's a little bit of an extra fee with Zipify, but the great thing about it is they have all of these pre-built templates that you can completely customize for any of your purposes here. So this is the free plus shipping offer. You can set it for your fear of missing out. Again, you have 2 days to get your free trial. Take all of this text, change it out for your purposes, and get set up to deliver this freebie product. Let me hop back over to my presentation here. Again, you can tie into Zipify pages. If you don't have Zipify, you can set up an account, zipify.com. plans start off at $67 per month. The advantage of using Zipify is that it's like ClickFunnels for Shopify. It's very, very easy to use. There's tons and tons of templates that are pre-built. There's sales pages where you can trade out your information for the information inside the template info. It's very easy, high converting sales pages. And they have that free plus shipping template, which is what you would want to use when you're setting up this reviews on autopilot funnel. Biggest advantage of going with Zipify is that you won't need to go through the rigmarole of making your product hidden on your store, like I just walked you through on the navigation and all that stuff, because it's built in specifically to Zipify. So in this section, really quickly, I walked you, if you decided to go with Shopify as your fulfillment, where you can go to set up an account, how easy it is. It's $29 a month if you wanted to go with that. After the free 14-day trial, I walked you through how to set up your free product inside Shopify and how to link that to your Zipify pages if you so choose to. Now I'm going to go through running your hook funnel inside ManyChat using Stripe. So if you decide to set up Shopify for delivering your hook, make sure that you do that now. Set up your account if you don't already have one. Walk through the steps that I listed in the downloads, as well as side by side in the webinar here, to set up your free product. And then if you want to, optionally, you can link to Zipify if you want to use that for ease of use. So option 2, this is extremely simple. Now we're going to start getting into the bot side of things. If you wanted to use Stripe inside of ManyChat, what this does basically is this allows you to take a payment inside of ManyChat. How you set that up, it's extremely simple. You click over here on settings once you're logged in, click on payments, and we already have our Stripe account connected, but very, very easy and quick to do this. You click this button, whether or not you have a Stripe account, you can click add or create Stripe account. So this is delivering your hook product, your giveaway product. Again, this is the one that's not related, or it's not your review product. This is related to, that's attracting people to click on your ad. Click on add or create Stripe account, log in. If you have a login, if you don't, it'll prompt you how to get set up, and it's all set up and squared away. So how you would implement that inside of your bot funnel, I'm going to start walking you guys through now. A couple quick slides on the bot flow prior to moving that, but I'm going to walk you through this couple different ideas for the bot setup. Now this is where all of the rubber meets the road inside of your bots. This is where you're going to start getting all your questions that you've been asking in chat answered, connecting the dots with your bots. So what we're going to do, I'm going to walk you through creating a comment growth tool to trigger when someone comments on your Facebook ad post. You're going to be setting up a follow-up sequence that will run as follows. So day 1, we send immediately, basically, are you okay with paying shipping? Then we follow up with like a, hey, wait, you seem familiar type message that determines whether or not they've reviewed or purchased from us on Amazon. Then we send a message basically to the extent of, well, do you want to review that thing you bought for us on Amazon? Then we send a follow-up on day 2 asking for review pending the tags, and I'll walk you through that here live. Day 4, we're going to ask again, did you review? We're going to follow up again pending on the tags, and then day 7 again. So 3 days after day 4, we're going to walk through the one last time follow up for review. So head over here to ManyChat. So first step here in connecting your growth tool. So this is already under the assumption that you have your custom audience created. You have your pet. So let's say this is my custom audience of people that have purchased my my dog food. So I have that created. I have the ad set up. What I would now start doing is working with this comment growth tool. A comment growth tool works to look at this particular one. I'm gonna find it here. So we have this template that is available for download. You just copy this over, click the link inside the download, and this will copy it directly into your ManyChat account. How we have this set up is a Facebook comment response tool, a comment growth tool, looks at a post on Facebook, like the one that amazing.com did, and it says, when somebody comments on this, send them this auto response. So we are tagging this into the Facebook ad that we created earlier with the review objective products specifically. So again, whether it's those bamboo washcloths or your chew toys, you're tying this comment growth tool to that. So here I would just select a post and I would just put it here. So this was one that I had earlier that I did with a giveaway type idea. So let's say I'm selecting this post, you click that button, and if I wanted to view this over here on Facebook, this shows me the post that I made earlier. Now this particular post was a big grand prize, the big winner style. So let's say, okay, now I select this post. ManyChat's going to ask to make sure that you confirmed that you say to people in the post that you're going to message them. So make sure that you have that in your post. Again, in the ad copy examples that I have that listed. I'm having this set to track first level comments only. So that means that whenever anybody comments, the first time, if I reply to it as my page and then they reply to me, they're not going to get another message. And I'm excluding any comments with these keywords. So fake, spam, hate, liar, lie, scam, anything like this. So let's say you just have some random hater that comes on your page. And you're like, oh, this is fake. They're not giving away, free chew toys. They're not giving away whatever. I'm not going to message them because obviously they're not, too keen on getting the giveaway. So we have this set up as our template response, which you get access to in the downloads. You just click the link and then it loads it into your ManyChat account. We also have all this ad copy in the download that you can just copy and paste. So I say, hey, first name, I'm having it fall back to friends. So if it, for some reason in Facebook, they don't have their first name, it just says, hey, Paul, I saw you're interested in getting the free product that we had listed. So this was the free premium bamboo washcloths. Reply with, a simple unique key phrase. So this would be like, I understand, so, or yes, give me, and we'll give you the info to get your free product name. So then we would set our opt-in actions, and there's 3 different ones. You could either have it send an automatic response, which right now I have this set to send, we were using this for MessengerBOT, so we really hope you enjoy this ebook. But you would set up a different opt-in response. You could send it to only people that use a keyword, or you can set up the specific keyword phrase as a trigger to opt into a sequence. So again, step 1, we have our ad created that we did earlier. We have it marketed only to this particular custom audience that I uploaded using either Managed by Stats, I uploaded it manually, or I synced it. I have the ad, I have this comment response tool that I just created, and then I'm adding subscribers to this reviews on autopilot sequence. And this is where the real power of this funnel comes into play, is this amazing sequence that's taken us months and months to develop. So like I said, on day 1, they're added to the sequence. Immediately when they're added, we send them this group of messages. And the first one, what we're doing is, I had this set up as an option that if you wanted to charge shipping for your product, which is why I added a shipping charge inside of Shopify. If you wanted to charge a shipping, fee for your product, you would disclaim that here. If you're completely okay with giving every single person who comments on your post a free product and not charging for shipping, then that's totally fine. You can do that. So first step is I have it, first name. So Paul, the free bamboo washcloths normally retail. So insert your giveaway product name here. Normally retail for $9.99, but we bought it for you. All of this ad copy is stuff that we've tested and refined. So we did this so that literally you just copy this and put it into your bot, whichever bot you're using, and just set it up to do the same exact responses. So we say, okay, Paul, the free bamboo washcloths normally retail for $9.99, but we bought it for you. We just ask that you cover the shipping to receive it. That's just, and then you insert your shipping cost. I suggest $3. Then I say, are you cool with that? They say that's either, if they say that's cool with me, or I'd rather not. Those are the two options that they have to select. So if they say that's cool with me, so the people seeing this ad are people we've targeted, managed by stats, we've exported that information, imported it into Facebook, or we have it syncing automatically. The people seeing this ad are people that have reviewed our baby, our muslin swaddles or something. So they're like, yes, I love the muslin swaddles. I want the bamboo washcloths. They say, of course, I'm fine with paying $3 for shipping. Then we send "You Rock," little GIF of Will Ferrell doing a little awesome kick. We have this set to type for a little bit. We say, okay, well, here's a link to order your free, again, bamboo washcloths. So we would link to, if you're setting up with Shopify, you could either view, go back to your Shopify store and click on your freebie product that you have. Or if you're using Zipify, you can go in and click on that page template and then copy the URL. But that would be the link that we send here. So that is if you're doing the external fulfillment model. So we have the insert your link here to your free product, and then we say just click this link above, the thumbs up or the thumbs up button below. Now, if you're fulfilling everything inside of ManyChat using the Stripe method that I just set up and I showed you, what you would do is you could set up an image. You put an image of your product. Let's see. I'm going to find an image of a product here. There we go. This lovely lottery winner guy. Then I would add in a buy button. I could just say, pay $3 shipping, and it's $3. And there we go. So once they click pay, we could also get their email this way. We can get their contact phone number this way. The less additional data that you get, the greater the likelihood that they're going to convert. And we would need their shipping address. Then I would have this set to go to alert, or ordered actually. What are my tags here? So we have purchased product A. So that would be my giveaway. Oh, sorry, that would not be my giveaway. Hang on a second. This tag here, what I'm going to do is have it actually notify my admins. So there are 4 admins in this account. When they click that, I'm going to get notified that they purchased it, and then I'm going to let the rest of the funnel do its thing. So, again, click the wrong one. Live training, guys. This is what I wanted to do. So I have my action, which would be alerting the admins here if they click this. So this is option 1. If you're following along the recorded webinar, again, this is option 1, going to a landing page, Shopify, something like that. They click the button, takes them to the site. Or option 2, you would do this and then just replace option 1 here and just modify the funnel accordingly. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this because I don't need it here. So let's just assume that we're going with my funnel as I have it set up. I have the Shopify set up. They click to order. What I'm doing here is I have a wait for 4 minutes, and then I have it type for 5 minutes. So it's showing typing. And then what I'm doing here, again, this is why this is so clever. And this is why this is working so great, because the people seeing this ad don't realize that we targeted them specifically. They don't realize that we exported their information from Managed by Stats, or we have it syncing automatically. They're just seeing an ad for, free washcloths or free chew toys or whatever. Then we say, hey, do you mind paying, $3 shipping for this, $20 pair of chew toys? They say yes. We give them time to order, and a little bit of time here. Then we follow up with this question, because again, the people that are seeing this ad, it could have been shared with somebody who hasn't purchased our products. The majority of the people that are seeing this are people that have purchased our products in that custom audience. So we say, hey, quick question, Paul. Your name seems really familiar. Did you order one of our, organic dog food bags, or Muslim baby, swaddles, or silicone spatulas, whatever your review objective product is, whatever that custom audience that you built specifically for that one SKU, you ask them that question. So you modify this per whatever product you're wanting to review. So your review objective product, I have or I haven't. So if they say I haven't, then we tag them as a free plus shipping. They're a brand new customer. I like adding tags. You can create whatever tag you want, but I like to tag people just so that I know that they came to us from this. They've never purchased from us before. So this is a potential new customer that I could, launch products to. So then they say no. They say, what I say then is, hey, no worries. It must be from somewhere else then. Let us know what you think of the free, your giveaway hook product here, your casino drink product. Feel free to share this Facebook post with friends. You can remove that if you want. But if they say, yes, I actually have purchased from you in the past, this is where it gets super, super, super powerful again. So people see this, ask for if they're okay. Yes, they're okay. They purchased, they paid their $3 for the shipping. Then we tag them as having purchased it. I just have this as saying purchase product A. You would want to change this tag to be purchased silicone spatulas, or purchased, or you can even, however you want to track it yourself. If it's a SKU, you can track it like that. This way, these tags are come into play later on for the follow-up sequence. It's also good just to have all your people tagged so you know what's going on. So then, have them tagged, goes in, we type for 3 seconds, so it shows them like we're typing, and we say, awesome, how do you like it or them? So again, how do you like our Muslim baby swaddles, or how do you like our dog food? We give them 3 options: love it, not too crazy, or hate it. This is the part that Mike was talking about that's awesome, because it is. If they say they hate it, what we do is we tag them then as a product improvement idea. Then we notify our admins, anybody who's an admin on the ManyChat account, via Messenger and email. So that will notify you in your personal messenger, send you an email, and the email that I have it set up is, Paul Barron has had a negative experience with the silicone spatula. So that's the email that we're sending, that we're getting. After they're tagged, they said, no, I hate it. It sucks. Gave my dog Ebola. I say, oh, bummer. Or, change that around, whatever you want it to say in your brand voice. Well, we're always striving to make our stuff better and take customer input. So we take our customer input very seriously. What can we change about our, organic dog food or silicone spatula to make it better? Here is where you start talking to them one-on-one in person. I have never had anybody say that they've had a bad experience, because everybody commenting on these ads, inherently they've had a good experience and they want to get more of our stuff. That's why they're commenting. I have my brand image on there, and they're like, yes, I want more of that. So every single person that I've encountered has had, I love it. I just added this just in case, because there may randomly be one person, and I want to make sure that I make their lives better and I make the product better. So they say they love it. I say, so glad you liked it or them. So again, whatever it is, you just change this out. So glad you liked our spatulas. would you mind leaving us a review on Amazon on Amazon? This section is the tug on the heartstring section. So for us, this is real. I never advocate lying ever, but you want to make sure that you are creative with how you're asking people. So what we have in ours is, I say, as a small family business, we launched this company 3 years ago, and since we've launched, we've had a ton of Chinese competitors coming onto the scene and paying for fake reviews, because we've had people come in and rip our stuff off. We've had hijackers come in. So I say, what would help us immensely is if you just take 5 minutes of your time to leave a review. So modify this with your own voice. So would you mind taking 5 minutes to review this? They say, sure. So here they've had a positive experience with your brand. They said, yes, I like your product. Yes, I'm willing to pay for shipping. That's totally fine with me. Yes, I want to review your product. We tag them as agreed to review product A. So again, if you've got the silicone spatula, agree to review silicone spatulas as a tag. So then we say, great, here is a link to leave a review right on Amazon. This will take you to your orders where you can, when you get there. So they click this link. We have, again, all of this. I have referenced the downloads multiple times, but what you do is this link, create review and ASIN, you just paste your ASIN here. Alternately, you can change this to say, great, we'll just go to your reviews page and link to, your orders page, just link directly to their orders page and say, look for our product and just click review. So that's another thing that you can say there. If they say, so backing up again, I'm gonna all the way through this funnel really quick. So, okay, are you okay paying shipping? Yes. Are you a past customer? Yes. Did you like our product? Yes. Would you like to leave a review? So this is where we're at here, yes or no. So they're gonna say, if they say, nope, I don't want to review it, then we tag them with does not want to review product A. So then we just say, hey, no worries. We're always, again, this is your customer service here. Let us know if you ever need anything. Feel free to share this post. Again, you're trying to provide really, really great customer service to every single one of the people that are in this funnel that are seeing this ad that have clicked through here. So let's go all the way back to the top again. Let's say that this person says, no, I do not want to pay $3 shipping. I don't want to pay $3. And I say, down here, it says, no, I'd rather not. Then we say, we have typing, so it shows that we're typing this. We say, no worries, I understand, Paul. But your name seems familiar. So this is the exact same thing that we asked here. Your name seems familiar though. Have you bought one of our product name, so your review objective product, on Amazon in the past? So this is your product name here is your review objective product, your silicone spatula. Then they say, I have, because why we're doing this is, again, these customers, the only people that initially see this ad are customers you target. Then they start commenting on it and then they share it with their friends. It's just normal thing. So the friends they share it with, they may not be your past customers. They may just want a free product and they may not want to pay for shipping. Now, I'm a cheapskate. I don't want to pay, give them a free product and pay for shipping if they're not a past customer. So that's what this question asks here. Your name seems familiar though. Have you bought one of our silicone spatulas on Amazon in the past? So again, I have, or no, I haven't. So if they say I have, goes through the same stuff here. We say purchase product A, tag them there. Then we go through here. Actually, let me just go if they say, no, I haven't. I'm not a customer. I'm just a cheapskate and I want a free product and I don't want to pay for shipping. Then we say, okay, no worries. Well, if you change your mind and you decide you like to cover, just what I'm saying is half the cost, like normally shipping cost is $6, but all you pay is $3, just let us know. And they click, I changed my mind, and it takes them to the site to order. Again, if you're fulfilling with Stripe, you would just add in an image card, this type of card, a gallery. If you try to add in a buy button here, there's a little tooltip that says you need to either do card, gallery, list, or media template. So pretty straightforward. So this is the method of fulfilling offsite, taking the order on like Shopify. If you wanted to take the order on Stripe, they could. So you would just say, just change this out for your purposes. So again, this is the person, no, I don't want to pay for shipping. no, yes, I want a free product, and no, I haven't purchased from you on Amazon, then we just say, okay, well, no worries. If you ever change your mind, here's the link. Now, this person, they say, no, they don't want to pay for shipping, but they have purchased from us on Amazon in the past. Then we do the same tag, like I said, purchase product A, purchased silicone spatula. You'll see why that's important here in the next sequence of the flow. Then we say, I thought so, Paul Barron. Your name looks so familiar. That must be why. Well, as a way of saying thank you for ordering from us, we'll go ahead and cover 100% of the shipping costs for you on your free, bamboo washcloths or something. Then you would go click the thumbs up below, and we'll get you the link. You literally pay nothing. So they say, I'll take that. Here we give them a code that we've created inside Shopify for free shipping. Say get free shipping. Again, if you're doing Stripe, you just do the Stripe button and you have a $0 charge, or you don't even need to do that. You just say, okay, well, enter your email or your address, and there's user input fields that we could do. Down here is how you would do that. Give them time to order, follow up, same. So again, this is where the streams merge, as it were. They've said they bought, we asked them how they liked it, same exact wrap up flow. So here again, this is step one, or technically step two. Step one is the comment response. Step two is funneling into this sequence, tagging them as whether or not they're a purchaser, and then tagging them if they want to leave a review. Then going into step two, again, if you use ManyChat, you get all of this. You just click a button and it goes straight into your account. Super, super simple. If you're not using ManyChat, you need to make sure that you have a bot program that can do some sort of conditional tagging. What we're saying is here, if this person has agreed to review product A, and if they haven't already reviewed it, which this gets tagged later as already reviewed. So on the next day, they said the first day, yes, they review it. We send them this automated message 24 hours later. Hey, Paul Barron, or hey, Paul, hope you're doing well. I wanted to check to see if you're able to leave that review on Amazon. If they say yes, then we add the tag of having reviewed it. We remove that tag so they're not going to meet this condition anymore. And then we remove this tag in the future for hasn't reviewed product A. If they said no, I haven't yet, then we add a tag of hasn't reviewed product A. Then we say, okay, well, here's how you do it. Pretty straightforward. Again, we're saying if you have any friends you think would like our company or our products, asking for them to refer people to us. And then we tag them again, reviewed, agreed to review, and click to review. So day 3 is exactly like day 2. If on the follow-up they've said, I sure did, then they're not going to meet this condition and this message is not going to send. So so first day, this is actually, so immediately is day 1, then day 2, day 3, 4, that's when that sends 2 and 3. And then finally, a total of a week has passed and you're finally getting the last message. And then this is where we send the final follow-up. We're essentially following up with them 3 times, asking them if they've left a review once they've told us that they have agreed to leave a review. Here we just say, hey, I don't mean to bug you, yada yada. Again, all of this you can copy and paste. It's in the downloads, and you just set it up and run. So that is the reviews on autopilot sequence. Again,
Nice job, Paul.
You get access to. Yep.
Yeah, so that was a ton to go through. I'm sitting here watching the flow, watch Paul go through all that, also answering questions in the background. So just, to reiterate 2 more things here. 1, you will get access to that flow. So don't worry about like writing down,
Yes.
taking notes or anything. You're going to get that in the downloads. So it's going to walk you through exactly how to set the flow up, put things into your own voice. And 2, we announced it in the channel all the questions, but in case you guys aren't paying attention to it, there's going to be a dedicated Facebook group set up just for people attending this workshop. We realize this is a lot of information, and there's probably no way that on this workshop you can get all this stuff set up. It's just not really feasible, and you guys will have some follow-up questions. We're going to definitely answer as many as we possibly can on this webinar, but I don't think we can stick around for 7 hours. So we're having a dedicated Facebook group set up. Rich has already announced it. Over the next couple days, we'll get that set up, figure out the whole invite process, because it's only going to be for those people who have paid to be on this workshop. And that way you'll have a place where you can go there and ask any of their detailed questions. And Paul and Nate and Ben can definitely help out answering those questions. So just want to announce that. Good job, Paul, again. Don't want to interrupt your flow, but that was a perfect time because you were done with a flow. How'd you like that?
Yeah, no, that was good. And that basically just brings us to the close of the webinar. Like Mike said, I understand that this was a ton of information. A lot of this was laying groundwork, giving you guys ideas on what you could do. So what we covered, again, what this particular funnel is, what it does, how it works. We went through the checklist of items that you get access to, the downloads, everything that you're going to need prior to launching this. Literally just go through that step by step and make sure that you just follow this lesson. I gave you 3 different options that you can use to develop a hook, the pros and cons of each, how they work. For this webinar, I walked through the free casino drinks model because, again, getting a product to give away for free is super cheap. Those washcloths we gave away were like 60 cents for us. It's very, very, very worth it, to get 20 reviews, every week, or 40 reviews every week, just, for that 60 cents. Very, very worth it. Went through the best practices for the ad copy using my free casino drinks method. The 2 options for your custom audience import to Facebook using Managed by Stats, either the manual or the sync method. We went over 2 funnel methods that you can use in delivering your hook item to your customers. So those are the off Amazon setting up Shopify method that I walked through quickly, setting up a dummy store just to show you how easy it was. If you already have Shopify set up, it's going to be that much easier. The other method is the Stripe method. We created our comment growth tool to trigger when someone comments on your Facebook post. And then we set up that reviews on autopilot sequence in ManyChat. Again, you get access to all of this in the download, the biggest stuff that is the biggest bang for the buck. And this is why we sell this for $600 as a standalone course, because that stuff right there, those last 2 points that you get to copy, is literally months and months and months and months and months of developmental work that you don't have to do yourself. So as you're watching now, and as you're rewatching this in the future, because I'm assuming you're going to, I want to make sure that you build your wrap funnel and watch your reviews roll in. That's the whole purpose of this, right? So again, I encourage you, watch this replay with the downloads available, pausing when necessary, because Mike said there is a lot of information, and I get that, and you guys are awesome. This is just going to revolutionize your business. Tweak and modify and test this to your heart's content. That's the great thing about these types of funnel systems is you can make a copy of a sequence, modify the copy, and then test which one works better. Biggest thing is don't give up. This is a lot of this is worth it. The work behind all of this is worth it. And I'm gonna go through a little inspirational quote time. This was from this is one of my favorite quotes. It's run when you can, walk when you have to, crawl if you must, just never give up. And that's by Dean Karnazes, who is a crazy man who does ultra marathons. Alternately, this one's a better one, is don't ever give up. This is a lot of information. Like Mike said, it's all available in the downloads. And again, this is why we sell this for way more than what you guys paid. We're here to help you. So let's start answering some questions.
Alrighty. Okay, good deal. So we got several to go through. We're going to try to get through these in 30 minutes. We'll see if we can do that or not. And then if I have any answers, if they're more Amazon related, I'll try to pop in too, but I'll funnel all the ones I can over to Paul. So the first one is from Anne. I've read and seen that Amazon is doing crazy things with reviews and stopping excess reviews. Is this correct? And we saw this question from a couple of people. So Paul, why don't you guys give your thought on excess reviews and ASNs being blocked, and I might follow up as well.
I haven't seen that in my own stuff, to be honest. So I have heard about it, but any of these methods that we're doing, the best thing about every one of these methods that we taught you today is that they are so squeaky clean inside of TOS. Again, you're not giving something to somebody in exchange for a review. You're not giving them that. There's no requirement there if you're doing the free casino drinks model. Alternatively, if you go with the fatal attraction method, you're not giving them anything. But Mike, I don't know if you would agree with me, but I'm not seeing that on any of my SKUs. I'm not seeing that on any of my products. I mean, you saw Ben's screenshot that was from June 4th through June 18th, and I mean, that's like a couple days ago.
Yeah. No, if you look at that, that was, 10 reviews a day. So we have, Mike, Rich and I, we get to see about 30,000 people selling on Amazon and see what's going on. We have heard of this going on with some people, so we're not going to say it's not happening. It is happening out there that some ASINs are being blocked from future reviews, but it's not like permanent block, just so you guys know. So first, let me explain what we've seen, and then let me take your fear away. First thing is, it seems as if it's mostly new products that if you get too many reviews too quickly from too high of a percentage of brand new customers, Amazon just kind of puts the brakes on and say, hold on, we've noticed you got like 20 reviews out of 40 sales, which no one gets. We're going to put you like on a 3 to 7 day suspension, not a suspension, but they kind of block that ASIN from getting more reviews. They just want to make sure that people aren't gaming the system like they have in the past. It's mostly for new products. That's what we've seen. And it's definitely tied to how many sales that you're making, as a matter of fact. So the normal review percentage people are getting is like 1 to 2%. So if you're getting anywhere between 5%, if you can get upwards towards 10%, you should be safe. You know what I mean? It's also category specific. Amazon knows how many products and categories get how many reviews. People there's certain products people do give reviews pretty often. There's certain they don't, and they just keep an eye on it. So my thought is this: just don't go crazy. Start off slow, and know that if something happens, if Amazon does say you're getting too many reviews too quickly for this product, just take a pause and realize your account's not shut down, your product's not shut down. You will be able to get reviews later on. They're just temporarily placing that hold on that ASIN, usually for 3 to 7 days, just to kind of keep an eye on things there. So one, I don't think it's going to happen. Do I want to see anyone go out there and try to get 50 or 100 reviews in a couple days? No, don't do that either. Start off slow, and you control this funnel. Like, think about that. You absolutely control this funnel. If you want to slow things down, if you want to put in a manual step at the end to that last part of manually contacting people, say, hey, thank you, you've made it all through this funnel. You don't say that, but if you want to control that last part of saying, would you mind finally giving us a review, you can do that. I can tell you that's what I've done in our business. I have one of our customer service folks. Yeah, go ahead, Paul.
I started like that, Mike. I mean, no, I was just going to say to that point, I started like that in November when I first started this. And because this was super experimental, I wasn't as professional. I didn't know everything I know now with setting up sequences and tagging and all that stuff. I was manually asking people. And what I was finding was 90% of the people that I asked left a review within 5 minutes. And the most that I got in one day was like 12. So that was, before this whole review stuff. But to your point too, that the thing that you shouldn't have to worry about with this is because you do have to have a little bit of established track record of sales. You have to have that exported from Managed by Stats and then imported into Facebook to basically have those people see this ad. The people seeing this ad are people that have purchased from you in the past. So there is going to be a little bit of a lag time. So you're not going to have to run, you're not running that risk of, 20 reviews on 40 sales. But what we're seeing is this is bumping up, from 0.5%, of every sale to like 2 to 3%. And when you're selling at volume like we are, that's huge. So yeah, you throttle it, you control it. Not every single person that's ever purchased from you is going to leave a review, but that's normal and that will never raise any flags. This is just going to give you more increased reviews over time.
Absolutely. Okay, great. So next question. Do these reviews assume that you already have an existing contact or email list? From Ralph.
No. So you don't need to have an existing contact or email list. And when we started with this, we were just exporting. We exported our entire purchase history from Amazon. So not only were we doing this particular funnel, but we were also asking people which product they purchased. So the simpler method is you're just exporting this your customer data from something like Managed by Stats, saying only these SKUs purchased. Then you upload and create an audience. So you do not need a list, but this is a great way to build a list from that not having one.
Yep, great answer. This is from Lois Smithers, who's left. Shame on you, Lois. I know Lois, though. So we'll still answer her question. I'm going to have my web guy build this out for me. Can you give me a general idea of how long it would take to complete putting this funnel together?
Well, since we did it for you, it's going to be like one click if you're using ManyChat. It's super, super, super quick. If you go with the Stripe method and you don't worry about integrating into an offsite thing, literally you can get this set up in like 5 minutes if you have a product to give away. It's so stinking quick. If you end up going the route of say sending you an external site, I walk you through the steps in the download as well as in the webinar that you can watch over again of how to set your product so that it's invisible, quote unquote. Now, if you don't care that you have a free product on Shopify and you already have your store set up, that's fine. Or let's say you want to set up a store, you're not even intending to drive traffic to it. You don't need to go through all those steps. So signing up for Shopify takes like 5 minutes. Setting up a product takes like no time. Then you just have to connect your payment processors, and Shopify has a walkthrough. So on the fast end, 5 minutes. If you wanted to completely design new stuff, I think maybe a day. I mean, especially if you're using something like Shopify or Zipify or ClickFunnels.
That's pretty amazing. Okay, so we had several questions about about MBS, Managed by Stats, and the email append service, and if it's available in the UK. So first off, I'll take this one. I don't have an answer for whether or not the email append is available in the UK yet, but I can tell you, you don't need the email append service. So when you're creating these custom audiences, there's enough information to get, I would say, probably about a 60 to 70% match just using first name, last name, city, state, and zip. And that's what everyone gets from Amazon. Yeah, so you can get enough there. If you have email append, it goes upwards towards 80%, but you do not need that. So if you're in the UK, you can still do this and don't even worry about an email append.
Yeah, exactly. And
yeah, go ahead, Paul.
Do you guys have a relationship? Amazing has a relationship with MBS too, and I'm not sure if there's any active offers going now, but I mean, go in the community and ask there if there's anything like that. I'm sure people can point you to the links, but I just had this straight link to Managed by Stats.
Yep, absolutely. If you're a member of Amazing Selling Machine, go into the private resource vault, and if we have any special deals going on, it'll be right there. Carol asked, what is a matched contact, Paul?
Okay, that's a great point. So Mike just mentioned this. A match contact is, so let's say you upload 100 people to Facebook. Most of the time, they're only going to match, so 100 contacts with first name, last name, city, state, zip. Facebook is able to match on average about between 60 and 70% of those to real people. So that's a match contact. So let's say out of 100 people on the low end, you might have absolute low end, maybe 40. That's like super low. But in my experience, what I was saying is closer to, like Mike said, about 60%. So that's a matched contact. So when you export your list from Managed by Stats, say you have 1,000 people in there, you'll probably have about 600, an audience size of 600 people, which is pretty decent.
Yeah, and the benefit of that is for people who are worried about getting that too many reviews per sale, it's kind of built in by default because you're not going to get a match on all of them, and then not all the people are going to click on your ad, and not all are going to want to do it. So you're kind of protected
Right.
that way by the nature of that. Okay,
Exactly.
so Richard asks, does the product that you're giving away have to be a different product, or can it be a different color of the same product?
That is skirting the line. I mean, you can do that. The the potential problem that I first saw with, I actually thought of including that as an idea, as a product that you could give away. If you have it set up as a child variation, um, when in doubt, don't ever do anything that Amazon might see as a violation. Now, the likelihood that Amazon is going to see that you gave somebody something after the fact, um, that's not a bad deal, because none of this will break, none of this breaks the TOS. So just hear me very clearly there. This entire method does not break TOS. The potential problem that I see with something like that is that, say, Joe Smith gets a red silicone spatula and he bought a blue one, 2 years ago. Um, let's say he goes on to Amazon now and he reviews the blue one, but he's got the red one that you gave him for free just because. Um, he could potentially say something like, "Oh, this company gave me a free spatula, and I love the first one." So I don't know how Amazon would see that. Um, Everything that you're doing is not a violation, but that's just something that you would need to think through. I don't know, Mike, if you have a better answer than that, but that's
Yeah,
just the
no, I mean,
potential downfall that I see.
you covered it perfectly. Technically, it's not an issue, but to them, they may kind of think you're giving a free product that they're giving a review on, even though it's a different variation. So, if that's your only option, then maybe it's the route you got to go. But there's lots of other things you can give away, and it leads, so try not to do that would be a recommendation. We're pretty sure you'll be safe, but we always want to try to guide you the safest possible route, and it's going to lead into the next question. So this is the perfect one. Andre is asking, so if I only have one product right now, and I don't even live in the US, live in Europe, what kind of product should I give for them? Where should I purchase it? And is it expensive to get it shipped in? Do you have any ideas? Basically, if you're only one person, one product show, what are your options? And I'll let you go, Paul, and I do have a couple of suggestions after that as well.
Yeah, that's why I offered the other two options. So like your big winner one is your next best bet. Mike, you've done a lot of stuff on this with Amazon giveaways. You don't need to own any of the products that you purchase on Amazon as a giveaway. So you, as a person that's living in Australia, can say, again, let's say you're in the baby market like me. Um, this is amazing. What I'm going to do now, I'm not kidding. I am tomorrow going to Babies R Us and buying like 10 or 15 strollers because Babies R Us is closing. And I can get $300 strollers tomorrow for like $60. Now, if you don't have that ability and you don't live in America, you can just do the same thing, find something on Amazon as a giveaway and set it up so that you run a giveaway that way, or you just buy it on Amazon and ship it directly from Amazon to them. That would be my best option. Or here's another one. I have this listed in the downloads as you could just go to your local supermarket and buy something and then sell it when you sell. So when you get an order, you go buy it and then ship it. So there was a guy who did this with ClickFunnels with like survival knives or something, or survival pens. And he made like $1 million selling stuff that he didn't own. It was amazing. So the possibilities are endless. My first recommendation, like I said, big winner giveaway option. You can buy it on Amazon. If you live in America and you're in baby, like go to Babies R Us and Toys R Us before they close, because you can get a bazillion things for free to give away.
That's a great idea. And one of the ideas I'm going to suggest is these don't have to be your products. Like sometimes you have to think completely outside the box. We all think that we're sellers, we own our brands, we have to like sell our own product. You don't. You can go out there, find a really, really cool product and say that I'm going to give away this Amazon Alexa. I did that. I put a webinar on last year and I paid for her and gave away an Amazon Alexa live on the call just to show how easy it was. I'm not saying you have to do that kind of product, but the bigger the product, the bigger the prize, the more people you get. But you could go out there and find really cheap products on Amazon. You know what? Do a search, use the ASM criteria, find the top selling products on Amazon that are cheap in a good price range, let's say 10 bucks or less, to control your costs, and use those. They're in demand
Right.
and they're not that expensive. If you're a Prime customer, you can send them for free.
Yeah, exactly. The more, just to finish that up, Mike, the more that these products relate to your target audience niche, the better. And I cover this pretty at length in the free webinar that you gain access to, that free download when you signed up. That's that 45-minute bit, how to generate your first subscribers. I go into pretty good length about picking a giveaway product and how you need to make sure it ties into your audience too.
Excellent. Okay. Do I need prior Amazon approval on giving a free product away? I'm just going to answer that. No, you do not. Okay, here's the other tough one. I think we just covered this one. How does this help new sellers who are just getting the first product launch? We have no customers and we don't have other products for the customers to buy. I'm just going to cover this real quick, Paul. Do what we said.
Mm-hmm.
You give away another person's product, like we said. You don't have to give away your own. And this is perfect to get set up for your first couple of products. This is absolutely perfect if you want to, because if you set this up as you make your first sales, you'll start targeting these people and trying to get some reviews out of them. This actually is a great thing to do if you're ready to go and launch a product. What do you think, Paul?
Yeah, it is. And we have a completely different module that uses it's pretty modified method using giveaways and that sort of stuff for launching products. But yeah, you can modify this fairly easily. Yeah. And then just like I said earlier in the webinar, just keep it in your back pocket for when you are selling. This is a great thing to use because, again, nobody is doing this. Like there's some people doing the little ads, hey, review my product, but nobody's doing methods 1 or 2, like zero people other than us.
Awesome. Bonnie's Root says, love your philosophy. Same way I want to be when I start to grow. Kudos to you, Paul. Awesome. We have several other people saying similar things like that. Great job. From Ruchi Kara, do I tell the customers that everybody is commenting is getting a freebie?
It depends on which funnel you're doing. So that's the great thing about the free casino drinks model is you're literally saying, hey, comment on this post and we will give you a free pair of, in our case, the bamboo washcloths. So that's why, again, I have that, make sure that you give them a reason why, or, sometimes people don't even need a reason why, but it's great because literally every single person is getting one. They're getting a free set and it's like amazing. Just think of that from a customer service perspective. Like you as a customer, if you bought something from somebody once and then they said, hey, I'm going to give you something completely different for free, you'd love them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so every single person comments and gets it. That's why I have that question as whether or not they want to pay for shipping, because this works so well that it started working too well. And my wife was like, we're shipping out 30 of these a day, and I'm, $3 in shipping every single day is a lot of money.
Awesome. From Andre again, do you use FBA to ship out your hook or loss leader product?
Yeah, you can. We personally don't, just because, again, it was the bamboo washcloths. We pulled those from FBA. We created a removal order because that was when we were super, super early. We tried launching a second product too soon, and we did a terrible launch prior to your LBR, by the way, Mike. That was.
So you're saying that if you would have had LBR, then this method may
Yep.
never have been discovered.
Exactly. So
okay.
I guess I'm glad that I didn't figure that out until later in the game. But so we created a removal order. We have 1,200 washcloths. That's our joke, is that we're going to give people washcloths for Christmas because we have so many. So we were shipping them ourselves. It's a little bit cheaper. It's like because we're only doing 2, it was like $2.50 for shipping. But if you don't want to do that, like I'm going on a 2-week road trip here pretty soon, I'm going to switch that over to FBA. I'll send in I'll do a different freebie product and I'll have FBA do it.
Perfect. Absolutely. And then so along these lines about this product you're sending to them, we got a couple questions from people about, do they have to have a Shopify site to do this? And if so, Stefan's asking, what do you actually use the Shopify site for since they're selling on Amazon?
Okay, so that's just right there. Don't worry about it. If you're at that spot and you're just selling on Amazon, don't even worry about it. I personally have a Shopify store because we do sell on Amazon and off Amazon. We've been doing a lot of marketing. Like Mike said, my talk was on PR, and because of that, we started getting a ton of traffic and people purchasing from us on our website directly. So we have Shopify because we have people buying from us like every single day on Shopify in addition to Amazon. That's why we have it. So no, you do not need Shopify. If you decide that you want to do e-commerce outside of Amazon, it's my opinion that Shopify is the lowest cost and easiest thing to set up, because you can get a template for free or pay like $100 for a template and get your site set up in like a day. And you don't need to be a coder for it either.
And then what do you actually use that for? So is that what you're sending people to get the free
Yep.
product? Perfect. And
So
that way
it's
you
just a
capture their
mod.
email.
Yeah, so it's either Zipify Pages. I didn't do a very extensive walkthrough on Zipify Pages because that's not what this webinar was about. I just wanted people to see a little bit of what Zipify Pages was. It's a drag and drop editor. Are you still seeing my screen? I could just go through.
Yeah, we sure are.
I mean, Zipify Pages is literally a drag and drop builder. So I have my own. I basically modified this because this is the free plus shipping offer. And it has a timer that says you can only get this for 2 days. If they want to get a free sample, then I can have this set to go to either a URL, pick a product, or I could have them go to my CRM, which is Klaviyo, my email provider. So that would be where I would have them enter their email. So that's one method that you can say enter your email, and then we'll do that. But it's really limitless. But yes, to answer your question, I have them go on Shopify just because I track my local inventory using Shopify. So everything that I have here, that way I'm not going to give away a freebie product that I don't have in stock. So I could set my inventory levels. When they order the inventory, it automatically removes it. Because Zipify links in natively to Shopify, it's the exact same story. So again, Ezra and his team did a great job of putting this together. These templates are set so that they're super high converting, so that let's say you did want to go get a Shopify store and you wanted to use a high converting template, you just change everything on this. Just put your logo in here, change out your text for your description, just copy, if you're giving away something you already sell on Amazon, just copy that, put your products here. Yeah, so this is more of a little bit, I guess, why I use Zipify, but again, this is not a webinar about Zipify. This is about how I get reviews on Autopilot and the different tools that I use to do that.
Yep, and then and just like so Paul said he tracks his inventory on Shopify. Shopify lets you track it. So if he has 500 more baby washcloths in his garage, he can track it there, and it automatically removes it every time someone gets it. Or for someone who's asking, Adam Ackerman's online was asking, can you just ship the stuff out of FBA? Absolutely. You can easily, for free, connect your Shopify site to your Amazon FBA store, and it will take care of knowing how many products you have there and take care of shipping everything out as well. That's
right.
Another option.
So yeah, sorry. And one other thing, the other reason why I use Shopify is because I can do upsells on it. So there's endless amounts of apps. Again, with Zipify, they have one thing called one-click upsell. So that's another app that I use that adds an upsell to my order. So that was where I was saying that if you have a landing page outside, you can tie it in here, they can order, and then you can offer an upsell. ClickFunnels does an extremely good job of that too, which is just another option. But that's one method. Again, the whole purpose of today's call was talking about reviews. I didn't want to go into the details of how to get upsells, but you can very, very easily modify this so that you're not only getting reviews, but you're also upselling other products to those people. I mean, the possibilities are endless that you can just tweak this or modify it to make it your own.
Perfect. And so for Nick Zabranowski, who asked how you deal with delivery, either you have to ship the product out or you can use Amazon FBA to ship the product out if your product's there. Okay, so there's a few we already covered. Oh, here's one from Kim Van Lersel. How about using a digital product like an ebook as a hook? I happen to have a few high quality ones available for my niche.
For sure. I mean, that's something that I cover in the bonus download that you get. Again, I reference that a lot because this webinar had so much information in it that I couldn't cover everything that I wanted to in just the webinar. I needed to have a little bit of precursor, which is why you got the bonus. So in the bonus, I talk about different giveaway options that you can use. If the ebook is something that people are really wanting, and it provides a lot of value, your rule of thumb is the more valuable something is, it has to have real value. The more inclined they're going to want to give you their information for it. So just think of it that way. If you think that it's a great thing and people are giving you their information for the ebook, use that as your hook. That's a great idea.
Awesome. Okay, Jay Chua is a good question here. So if you run discount promos every month for Amazon, then these customers' profiles were captured from MBS along with full price purchase customers. So then how do you separate those customers while doing retargeting, since the discounted customers won't be able to leave a product review due to the recent policy changes? How do you tackle this?
Great question. And that came up from one of our MBU students, actually. You have to do a manual export. There is no automatic sync. I'm sure we could talk to Phil and ask if we could do that, but have them change that on their end. But what you do in MBS, you go to your exports, your customer list, then you generate a customer, then you click on the generate list for the export, and then you just select, you basically tell it to say only orders over a certain amount. So you could say, okay, let's say again, my favorite silicone spatula, say you're selling your silicone spatulas, you also have, oven mitts and like a knife rack and all sorts of stuff. So let's say you want reviews on your spatula, you create a customer customer export of people that have purchased your spatula. I set it so that they've never refunded. I set it up so that it's only that product all time. And then I would set, if you're concerned about the discounted sales, set it so that the price paid has to be greater, than $19.99 or something. Again,
Awesome.
assuming you sell it for $20. That way, that exported list, you have to import it manually. Like I walked briefly through, didn't do the entire steps, but you have to do that manually. You can't do the sync, the auto sync.
But you're right, it's still completely possible when you download those. You can do that. You can also, I don't know if you said that, I was actually typing a note to myself and Matt and Jason and Rich to talk with Philip about that. You can also exclude refund customers when you do a manual download as well. Okay, right. So let's just keep on going. We got several more to go through. Let's see, we already covered that. Bear with me for a second. A lot of these are already answered. Okay. Already I talked about that. Oh, okay, I think you kind of covered this one. Do you charge them for shipping, like a fee plus shipping thing?
Yeah, totally. And that's exactly why I set up the shipping inside of Shopify. And that came about because, again, we tested this out in November thinking that it might work. And this is one of those things that if you guys are like me, you test out stuff all the time that doesn't work. But then every now and again, there's something that just goes insane and you don't know what to do. That was the case with this. We were getting 30, 40 orders a day where we were paying shipping. And a lot of them, I was following up, they weren't, like 25% of them weren't past customers. So my wife, Rochelle, was like, why are we not charging them shipping? And I was like, well, because then the likelihood that they'll take the offer is lower. So that's up to you. If you want to completely pay for shipping on everything you can, if you want to make it a free plus shipping offer like I did, again, if you have ManyChat, literally you just click the button to copy the template and all of those questions on would you be willing to pay for shipping is included. And why I asked that again is because I'm a cheapskate. I don't want to pay for shipping on something from somebody who's never purchased from me. But you can modify this to run this as an ad to people who have never purchased your stuff to introduce them to your brand with the express purpose of making it a free plus shipping offer to introduce them to your products with an upsell at the end. But that's a completely different webinar.
Awesome. Okay, we are almost done, by the way, with the questions. Just a few more if you guys want to hang around. So, here we go. Hema asked, can you share the funnel with us? Yes, Hema, you will get that in the downloads. Don't worry. Let's see. If you don't use, okay, this is a good one. I think the answer will be a little tougher, but if you don't use Managed by Stats, how do you get the customer info?
There was a, man, I can't remember the name. There's a couple different things that are like multi-channel software suites that sync into Amazon, and you might be able to answer this a little bit better than me, Mike, because I've just been using Managed by Stats for forever. But there are a lot of like multi-channel type softwares that allow you to export your customer data. Getting that customer data from Amazon is convoluted and hard.
Yeah. Yeah, so the way that I've had to do it in the past, and which is why I now use MBS, it's so worth it, is you download the orders reports and you will get the first name, last name, city, state, and zip, which is what you need. However, the difference is the first and last name is together in one field, and you actually have to do some kind of parsing on that field in order to split them out. So you can do this, just download straight out of Seller Central into spreadsheets, and just keep in mind that you have to parse out the first and last name because Facebook requires you to do that. If you can do that, it's a manual process. It's not overwhelming, especially depending on how many sales you have, but you can do it by downloading that. Let's see, we're almost there. We already covered that. How do you engage with past customers? That's all we're talking about. Using your custom conversion or your custom audiences. And I think we're almost there. One last question. Oh, here it is from Bonnie. If someone thinks they're talking with a real person, because you've done a great job of implementing that into your flow, Paul, and they ask a real question, how does the bot respond so it seems like a real person?
That is a great, we get that all the time. You just have to hop on there, and the most of the time the chatbots are becoming more and more familiar to people. And as they're becoming more familiar, people understand that they need to click a button. But it's, if you're getting, let's say at the high end, like we were getting like 30, 40, 50 a day that we were talking to, like having these bot communicate with. The likelihood that you're going to have that many manually asking you questions is pretty slim. It's pretty low. So maybe like 1 to 5 of them. It's definitely worth your time, or if you have a VA, just to answer those questions. So what we do, if they ask a real question, we just answer manually.
Yep, absolutely. That's a great one. And everyone, that is the last question that I hear that we have flagged. If for some reason, and I know what happened. I know there's one I know I didn't get to. Hold on real quick from Carol. I wanted to cover this one, then it really will be the last one. Can't see it here anymore. Oh, do you know the conversion rates just roughly for those 3 different methods you talked about? Free drinks, the other 2, which ones convert the best?
Free drinks by far. That's why the entirety of my the rest of the presentation was structured around free drinks. The reason why I added the big winner and fatal attraction was because I wanted there to be more options for people that didn't, let's say they wanted to get started and they didn't want to wait for getting a freebie product, or if you're just limited on capital to invest, like I was when I first started my Amazon business. I didn't have 2 pennies to rub together. So I wanted to give people like me, 3 years ago, an option to get reviews that didn't require any sort of upfront investment in a product to give away.
Awesome. Okay. That's what so I was going to say that if we didn't get your questions, I'm so sorry, guys. We literally, I wish I had a count here, but we probably had 600-700 questions on the call. A lot were repeats, a lot were not. Try to get to as many as possible. You guys have been awesome. If you've enjoyed this webinar and thought it was good content, please post a question, a comment below. I know that I really did. It's a ton of, this is a really new topic that most people don't know much about. So the fact that you guys have questions, that's totally normal. It's to be expected because this is a fairly complex topic, but when you see it broken down by Paul and Ben and Nate, and you see the extra bonus training video they make for you and the PDFs that kind of walk you through the process, it won't seem nearly as complex. It may seem a little tedious the first time you do it, going through it, but once you do it, it won't be hard. Then you'll be able to repeat the process. And like Paul mentioned earlier, getting these flows set up, that's the hard part. Once you have them set up, it runs by itself. It's pretty amazing, pretty amazing. So I just want to thank you, Paul, so much for sharing this with everyone here. This has been a great, great webinar. I've loved the content. I know we're getting a bunch of kudos in from people right now that absolutely love what you taught. Thank you so much. The bonus videos, remember, they're going to be in your amazing.com membership. That's where you'll get them there. They won't be up for at least 24 hours. We have to wait for GoToWebinar to download everything, and then it'll be uploaded into there. Also, the Facebook group, I think the Facebook group is going to be just as powerful as this training, because it's going to give you guys an opportunity to ask questions about this funnel and how to get it set up. That's it, Paul. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rich. Thank you, Ben, Nate in the background. Thanks to Kelly, everyone for helping run this thing. We've been going a really long time, so I'm going to end the webinar right now. I want to thank everyone, and we'll all talk soon, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care and have an awesome, awesome day.
Thanks for joining us on this special masterclass. My name is Nate McHenry, the guy in the middle here. My business partner is Paul Barron on the left and Ben DeVries on the right, and I are thrilled to share this exciting training with you alongside Amazing.com. In our time together, we're going to cover the following two big ideas and then kind of break them down in some actionable steps for you. Number one, what are chatbots, and how can you set up your first messenger bot in ManyChat? And secondly, how to generate thousands of subscribers in a week or less without being a Facebook ads expert or breaking the bank. Now, I'm guessing for a lot of you, this is probably not your first webinar. The first thing I want to mention is that if you have failed at marketing with Facebook or Facebook ads in the past, it's not your fault. There's a lot of information out there, and it can be really confusing. Many times that information overload keeps you from success, and it's okay. If you've been concerned in the past that you can't succeed with marketing, I want to put those fears to rest. You can do this. You just need the right person to explain it to you. The big companies, e-commerce giants, want you to think that you need a lot of money or some sort of fancy marketing degree to be successful. But I'm here to tell you that they're wrong. They have their own reasons for wanting you to think that, but it's not true. If you've ever thought that Facebook cares more about making money off of you when you're trying to run Facebook ads than they do about your success, well, you're probably right. They may want you to succeed, but ultimately, they want your ad spend money. The difference with us is that we actually care about your success. We truly want you to see you living out your dreams. So that's why we're here. I know that you have a dream to change the world, make an impact, accomplish your goals, create a lifestyle of time and location freedom to grow your business, to live out your why. And I want to show you how to make this happen during this time that we have together. So our goal for this presentation is to help two types of people. For those who are beginners, you'll get a step-by-step guide on how to start growing your business through Facebook Messenger bots with incredible strategy and success. For more experienced people, you're going to get the next level tools that will catapult your business to new levels of success. If you own an Amazon business or an e-commerce business, you're going to gain access to key marketing tactics that will launch your business growth to radical new highs. So our goal for this presentation is a couple of things. Number one, we really believe that the only way for you to exponentially grow your company through the powerful Facebook platform is through Messenger bots. And the only way for you to use Messenger bots is through the tested and proven sequences that we're going to show you. So how can you start building a bot subscriber list? We want to share with you who we are and why we believe so much in sharing this information with you. Paul, Ben, and I all have successful e-commerce businesses generating millions of dollars. We often share strategies with each other on what's working and not working in our businesses. We keep coming back to how using Facebook Messenger marketing has been a complete game changer. So we thought, why don't we share this with others? We've literally spent thousands of dollars on Facebook ads, and we've never seen the results we're experiencing right now until we've started using Messenger bots, and our businesses are exploding. We're going to show you some behind the curtain results that have blown us away. All of us believe in having huge success, but we all believe in it because we believe in making a difference. And that's why we're committed to sharing this information with you so that you can live out your dreams. Ben runs a physical products business selling on Amazon with his awesome wife, Charity. And in the last couple of months, they've seen their business shoot to new levels of possibilities and results through the use of messenger bots, specifically in regards to sales, ranking, and reviews in their Amazon business. They've done a ton of trial and error. Starting in February of 2018 is when they really started to see the strategies that we're showing you today go into full-blown action. In just a couple of months, Ben gained thousands of subscribers. I've also had some crazy, amazing results in a pretty fun business that I run. In one of my businesses, I run one of the largest St. Louis Cardinals Facebook fan pages with over 100,000 followers. And we have a paid membership club where we deliver a premium podcast and weekly prizes to give away to our members. I really wanted to engage some new subscribers, so I created a messenger bot in ManyChat connected to a Facebook ad, and I got some pretty astounding results. So I ran this bot contest where I gave away an autographed player photo of the St. Louis Cardinals. What you can see here in this ad is that nearly 1,500 people in less than 1 week opted in to my bot subscriber list. I sent them through a bot sequence, which would be similar to like an automated email sequence, and I provided an upsell for subscribers to join our monthly membership club. And over 30 people purchased a monthly or yearly subscription that equaled $650 in monthly reoccurring revenue. Okay, here's the kicker. I spent $43 on this ad to gain 1,500 subscribers and earn over $600 profit. That's not bad, right? I mean, wouldn't you love to get an ROI of 1,311%? That's exponential business growth and profit. So here's the ad right here. You can see I put opening day giveaway. Who is ready for the Cardinals baseball? To celebrate opening day, we're giving away an autographed Carlos Martinez custom print. It's absolutely free. All you have to do is comment opening day. Well, what happened when people typed in opening day into the comment section, and you can see right here that there were over 963 people that commented. They were sent a message through Facebook Messenger with instructions that I had created an automated flow on how to enter. And you can see in this ad right here that over 2,700 people liked it or had some sort of engagement, heart, like, wow, those kind of things. And also over 204 people just shared this. So I was getting free reach just by people sharing this cool opportunity. So through this ad, we were able to gain over just under 1,500 subscribers in just about a week. Incredible results, as you can see here. So what we want to show you is here's some of the sequence. This is actually the exact bot sequence that I used to generate a 1,300% ROI. And this is why we're so excited to share this information with you. We've done all the down and dirty testing to see what works. We've perfected these bot sequences, and we're giving you access to our sequences so you can simply copy and paste the ad copy and grow your business. So as you've seen through some of these stories, messenger bots are a powerful and exciting business growth opportunity. Not only has this worked for us, but this can really work for you too. We've put together 4 quick lessons that will get you started setting up your first chatbot so that you're ready to gain subscribers and grow your business with powerful objectives and outcomes, like gaining new reviews and launching products. So get ready to take some notes. You'll want to pause the training as we go along and take the action steps that we work through as we go step by step to get you set up for success using messenger bots. Let's get going. Right, lesson 1, Facebook Messenger chatbots, what they are and why you must use them. So in this lesson, we want to create a foundation for what a messenger bot is and why it's important for us to understand the why behind messenger chatbots. ManyChat gives a pretty good definition here of what a messenger chatbot is. ManyChat is one of the platforms that you can use to build out bots, and their definition is this: chatbots are the automation of messages and triggers that allow us to deploy messenger marketing strategies. In other words, chatbots provide you with an automated tool that allows you to have customer experiences that provide targeted outcomes. In this course, we're going to dive deep into these outcomes, teaching you how to leverage bots for things like gaining subscribers, getting reviews on products, launching products, and a lot more. So we're excited to share this information, but we need to know the why. Why messenger marketing is important and why we need to do it, and how it is absolutely going to skyrocket your business. There's a shift from traditional marketing to a cutting-edge marketing using chatbots. So first of all, traditional marketing, email marketing, it's overloaded. In fact, you probably have emails sitting in your inbox right now that are in a spam folder, that are in something that you haven't looked at, that you just delete, that you drop into other folders. There's so much information coming through email to us. And like I mentioned, it's really susceptible to spam. The great thing about messenger marketing is that the customer has access to opt-in at a really easy access point. It's super simple for them. Also, they have user control, which at first might seem like a disadvantage, but it's actually as if they had already built click commitment. So there's higher open rates and click-through rates to produce greater deliverability for you to meet your objectives with measurable outcomes. Also, the customer has an instantaneous, which is exactly what everybody wants in our day and age. People don't want to wait, so it's like receiving a text. You get to open it and you get to have an instantaneous customer interaction. Also, because you're staying within Facebook's ecosystem, it's super cheap. And this is something that's a great part about messenger marketing. In the past, it might have cost you like $1 just to get a lead, and you would hope to be able to turn that into something profitable. But because you're staying within Facebook's ecosystem, it's really cheap to use messenger marketing. You can build bot funnels real fast and you can make them repeatable. We're going to show you how you can build these bot funnels really quickly and you can keep using them over and over. Also, in the messenger marketing system, it's 100% mobile optimized. And of course, everybody's using their phones today, and your interaction is most likely happening on a mobile device, and so you're ready to go. One of the greatest and maybe my favorite thing about messenger marketing is that it's conversational. You can personalize it. It's as if you're talking to a real person. So let's recap. In this lesson, we learned what is a chatbot, how a chatbot functions, and why chatbots are a powerful medium for marketing. In our next lesson, we're going to learn how to set up your Facebook Business Manager account. I'll see you in the next lesson. Lesson 2, how to set up your Facebook Business Manager account. In this lesson, we're going to cover how to set up your Facebook Business Manager account. We're going to be taking action right away to start growing your business fast. As we go through the next several lessons, you may want to, again, pause the training, do an action step, and resume the training so that you can build as we go. So go ahead and open a browser and head over to business.facebook.com/create. Okay, so we are going to go to business.facebook.com/create. So it'll take us to the Business Manager Add Account page. We're going to hit Create Account here. And then you're going to give yourself, type in your business name or like your high level brand name. So we are going to use MBU Dr. Bot for ours. And then hit the Continue button. And then you're going to type in your name and your business name. So we will be Dr. Bot. And our business email will jump in there. We'll put info@messengerbotuniversity.com and then collect. Go ahead and hit finish. And this will create your business profile. There we go. So you got your business manager account here. The next thing we want to do is add a Facebook page to your account. So you're going to click add page here. You're going to add your own page. Now, if you already have a Facebook page, you'll be able to add that here. And if you don't already have a Facebook page, You just need to follow the wizard prompts here and walk through that step. So just pause the video and then you can resume it after you have a Facebook page. So just type in your Facebook page name here and it will populate there. We're going to choose MessengerBOT University, and then you just want to click Add Page. And that'll sync up. And it says, since you're already a page admin on this page, your request was approved automatically. And that's what will happen for you too with your own page. All right, now that you've connected your Facebook page, the next step is to create your new ads account. Now we do recommend creating a new ads account specifically for this business and not connected to your personal Facebook ad account. So hover over here to the Add Account. That will bring up a screen that allows you to choose Create Ad Account. The far right, click Create Ad Account. Then you're going to create an ad account name. For us, we will use MBU Dr. Bot. It will automatically populate your time zone and your currency, and then you just need to click Create Ad Account. Great. You currently have ad account admin permission on this asset. It'll take a minute just to sync all that up, and then you hit Save Changes. Okay, congratulations. You have created your ads account. You can go here and scroll down. You'll be able to see that your ad account has been added, as well as the page that we did earlier. So now you have your page and your ad account. All right, well done. Let's recap this lesson. You've learned how to set up a business manager profile. You've learned how to add your Facebook business page to your business manager, and you've learned how to set up your new ads account. In the next lesson, we're going to talk about how to optimize settings on your Facebook page. All right, so go take action, set up your Facebook business manager account, and then add a business page to your business manager and add your ads account to the business manager. We'll see you in the next lesson. All right, lesson 3, Facebook optimization settings. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to optimize your Facebook page settings for maximum optimization when using your messenger marketing strategies and chatbots. So let's head back over to the business manager. Okay, we are back in the business manager and we want to get to the page that we just created. So just scroll down to the bottom here and click on the page that you created. Opening up a new tab for you. So here we are on the Facebook page that we just created. Now there are a few key settings that we want to optimize to make sure that our bots will execute perfectly. Facebook sets some of these settings up by default, and we want to just double check to make sure that we have all of our settings optimized so our bots perform well. So go ahead and click the settings button here at the top. This will take us to the back end of our settings on our page. We'll start right here in the general settings tab, and we want to just connect over on the messages section. We want to make sure that our page is set so that people can contact my page privately. It's probably already defaulted to this, but if it's not, you just want to make sure that this little box is checked, allowing people to contact your page privately, and save your changes there. Also, if you scroll down just a little bit, under country restrictions, age restrictions, we want to just double check that our page is visible to everyone. Again, for most of you, probably this is already defaulted by Facebook, but just double check that your page is visible to everyone. Okay, the next thing we're going to optimize here is in the messaging tab. So click messaging. And under the messaging tab, we are going to see several different things. So the first couple of them right here, the general settings and the prompt visitors to send messages, those both can remain on. Facebook again will probably default most of this for you, but the rest of the settings, continuing here, we want them to all be on off. So most likely your show a messenger greeting is on. We're going to turn that off because we're actually going to create a messenger greeting inside of our bot that will connect to this. So you can go ahead and turn that off for now. All right, we'll scroll back up to our navigation bar here, and we are going to go to Messenger Platform. So click Messenger Platform. Now there are going to be some things in Messenger Platform that will show up after you connect your bot that you won't see right now. But if you scroll all the way down to the very bottom of this page here to Discover Visibility, we want to turn this to off. So toggle this off. And the reason we're going to do that is because we don't want this to show up in the Messenger app. We want this page only to be visible to kind of our targeted audience, and that will kind of eliminate the possibility of getting spam or getting contacted by people that you don't want to be contacted by. So that's how we're going to set up our optimization settings, and we are now optimized to get our Facebook bot set up. Way to go, everybody. All right, let's recap this lesson. You have learned how to optimize your settings on your Facebook page. In the next lesson, we're going to talk about how to connect your Facebook page to your Messenger chatbot. It's going to get really exciting. So go ahead and take action. If you haven't done it already, go ahead and optimize those settings on your Facebook page. We'll see you in the next lesson. Welcome to lesson 4, how to connect your Facebook page to your Messenger chatbot. So we're going to set up your chatbot in ManyChat, show you how to do that, how to connect your ManyChat account to your Facebook page. So let's head over to ManyChat.com and get started. All right, so let's go to ManyChat.com and we'll get our ManyChat account set up. So ManyChat.com, this is exciting, guys. We're about to unleash the back end of your bot subscriber platform, peek into the power, the opportunity of messenger bots to rapidly grow your business. So let's get this ManyChat account set up. Now there are multiple bot platforms that you can use. And for the purposes of this course and kind of the easiest, the cheapest way to get you started growing your business through messenger marketing, we're going to be using ManyChat. So we're at ManyChat.com. In the top right here, we want to click the Get Started Free button. Now again, you're going to have to be signed into your Facebook account. You have to use Facebook to use ManyChat. So we're using the Messenger platform to execute our messenger marketing. So you need to have your Facebook account. So sign in with Facebook. Go ahead and click that button there. That is going to allow some permissions to manage the pages that you just set up. So we already have some of these connected here, but if you go to add new page over here, you'll be able to see a list of the business pages that you're connected to. And so for our purposes, we're going to use MessengerBOT University right here, and we're connected to that. Okay, great. So you're connected now to your page. That will allow all the permissions so that your bot is connected with your Facebook account. So you've chosen that page. Now you're connected. And so now, congratulations, you have your ManyChat account set up. It's synced to your Facebook page. So I want to just show you that you're definitely connected, that your Facebook page is connected. So let's head back over to the Facebook page that you just created, your business page. And you're going to go to your settings tab on your Facebook page there. And we're going to go back to where we had just optimized some of those settings in the last lesson. So again, if you come over here and you click Messenger Platform, you'll see some new information now that shows that your ManyChat account is connected. So if you scroll down this page, you're going to see right here where it'll have the app name. It'll say ManyChat, kind of show you who installed that. You'll see that it's all synced up. And while we're in here, we want to just go ahead and fix one more optimization. So under this response method, we want to make sure that the responses are partially automated with some support by people. So go ahead and click on that one to make sure that that setting is optimized. And now you're ready to go. All right, so it's pretty cool. You have a bot connected to your Facebook page. Your ManyChat app is connected, and we are ready to go. Well done, everyone. Let's recap this lesson. You've learned how to set up your ManyChat account. You've learned how to connect your ManyChat account with your Facebook business page, and you've learned how to optimize your responses in the Messenger platform.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nate. That is phenomenal. This is Paul Barron here, and now we're going to talk about our exclusive Amazing.com bonus part 2. How to acquire those 1,500 targeted MessengerBot subscribers from Facebook without having to be an ads expert or breaking the bank. Now you're going to do this in a week or less. You ready to get started? All right, let's go. Before we dive in here, I want to tell you a quick story. I was recently talking with some people that have online businesses selling products on Amazon, other ASM members actually in Orlando at the last SellerCon. So they had told me that they had spent thousands of dollars
and hours of effort to build an email list in hopes of engaging their customers with repeat sales and new product launches. Now, this is actually pretty impressive because one man told me that their list, they had 50,000 people on their list they had built in about 2.5 years' time. Now, that's pretty impressive, but that list only netted an average open rate of about 5,000 opens. That's about 10%. The kicker on this is that they spent on average $1 per person to get them onto that email list, which is insane. So 45,000 people were not even seeing their emails that they spent all of this time, effort, energy on getting. Then, of those 5,000 that opened the email, only 500 people took a next step to action. That is crazy. In contrast, I told them about some of the results that are happening with chatbots that we're seeing. Some average open rates on the low end with people that I work with and in my own business is 90% or better. And at least 70% of those people then take a next step of action, clicking through, purchasing a product, something like that. Did you catch that? Completely different. So let's go ahead and break this down by the numbers. So we have traditional email marketing. You got your 50,000 person list, 10% open, that's 5,000. 10% of that 10% taken action. You have 500 actions taken. Now, with MessengerBots, let's just say you had that same list. You have 50,000 people on your list. You get 45,000 opens. It's huge. On the low end, this is what we're saying, 90%. Then you get 31,500 actions taken. That's 71% of that 45%. It's huge. Okay, so let's just be fair to poor traditional email marketing here, all right? Let's go ahead and assume that we want to get that same action. So how many subscribers would you need on your Facebook Messenger bot? You have only got to get 794 people. You get 715 opens, 90%. Then you get 500 actions out of those 715 people. Again, these are averages that we're seeing across the board, and this is huge. We really, really believe that you can get these too. Let's go ahead and break these numbers down. Let's say you got your 1,500 targeted MessengerBot subscribers. You get 90% open rate. That's 1,350 opens. Then a 70% click-through rate. That's 945 click-throughs. So you just sold something for $10 to each of them. That's $9,450, or even just $5. That's $4,000, almost $5,000 on just a list of 1,500 people. If we're looking at the same numbers that we're getting. Now, what would happen then if you had that 5,000 subscribers like Ben? You get 90% opens, that's 4,500 opens. Then you get 70% click-through of those 45. Then you get 3,100 times 10. Then you're looking at about $32,000. Or even if you just cut it in half, let's just say you either had only half of them purchase, or you sold only, all those 3,100 people for $5. You got $15,750 in sales right there out of your 5,000 person list. This is huge. Are you guys ready to dive in? Let's go ahead and make sure that you have your notebooks out, you're ready to take some notes and or start implementing. All right, let's go on to the steps that you need to take to get those 1,500 subscribers. Step 1, you need to develop an engaging offer. Now, there are two main types of offers that you want to focus on in terms of putting in front of people to get them to subscribe to your bot. There are value-added type offers, and there are giveaways, prizes, or discount type offers. So, in a nutshell, what do I mean by value-added offer? Value-added offer is anything that you can create that will add value to your prospect's life and help them achieve a desired outcome or solve a problem. A few popular types of value-added lead magnets or offers are ebooks, regular books, so think .com secrets or something like that, best of lists, toolkits or resource lists, videos or video series, how-to guides, free consultations. So if you already have some of these, say ebooks, best of lists, toolkits, anything like that, you can use these to start generating subscribers today on Facebook. Secondly, we have giveaways, prizes, and discounts. These are all excellent offers. Again, you need to make sure that the giveaway, the prize, or the discount offer only appeals to your ideal prospective customer so that you don't start building a list of subscribers that have no interest in future purchases from your company. Ideally, you will generate subscribers who want to be on your list because they find it so valuable. They find that value in your offer so valuable that they would never want to miss out on anything that you sell. Here are several examples of different types of giveaways, prizes, or discount offers that you can promote to generate subscribers. Great one is gift card giveaways. So think Amazon.com gift card, or if you sell specifically pet products, Petco gift cards, or Sportsman's products, Sportsman, or let's say home and kitchen products, something that appeals to your target market. You can give away your own products, or you could put together some type of combination with other sellers that all have the same target market, give away products. You could even just buy products to give away. Let's say you are, again, in the home and kitchen space, you could buy a KitchenAid mixer and give that away to somebody. It's awesome. Other offers that are, discounts or prizes would be free shipping, or even just straight up product discounts. So let's talk about developing your engaging offer. For the fastest and the easiest growth, I love the giveaway prize approach because I've gotten some amazing success with this. Like I said, we get about 1,500 subscribers a week doing this method. I love it. So, moving on to step 2. You want to create your ad image. Now, this is a common stumbling block for many people because they think that they need to be a Photoshop expert in order to generate an engaging ad image. But the truth is, you do not need to be a Photoshop expert. Literally, anyone with an internet connection, which I'm assuming you have because you're on this masterclass with me now, you downloaded it from the internet, you can be like an advertising expert if you take these next steps. You can look like an advertising expert. So there are 2 excellent services that we recommend. Again, you don't need to have any experience, and you can start using these today. First is Adobe Spark. I love Adobe Spark. I use Adobe Spark. We actually have a Adobe Creative Suite license with our business, and so we get Adobe Spark for free. Otherwise, you can pay $10 a month for the pro version, and it is worth it. The second one that's completely free, they do have a pro option as well, is Canva.com. So you can just take your pick. They both do pretty much the same thing, but I'm going to walk you through Adobe Spark here. So here I am on spark.adobe.com, and I'm going to say I want to change this text here. So we have 2 people win, one for you, one for a friend. We give away this Amazon gift card. It's too big. Okay, that looks cool. So let's say I want to change the color here. I'm gonna want to change that wreath color to match that orange. So that doesn't match exactly. So click on that. We're gonna look at the color options here, and okay, I'm gonna copy that code color, and then change that right here. And save it. Okay, switch it back. Again, pretty stinking easy to use. Let's say if I wanted to change this background image, let's say I was giving away like a stroller or something, or instead of an Amazon gift card, something like that. There are free photos that I could do. So if there was a free photo of the stroller, I could do that. There probably isn't. I mean, that's not a stroller. But if you just wanted to do like happy people smiling or something, you could change that photo. But we're going to go ahead and leave this picture of the gift card there. You can say if I wanted to just resize this or even add in a new shape that I think would probably work better, look a little bit better, take up less room, and still stand out. Okay, that's pretty cool. So obviously you can see I'm just clicking and dragging here. And I can tweak the font so that it's super cool like that. I'm gonna click and drag, change the size. See those lines there? It lets me line it up on center. Again, Adobe Spark is super easy. So that's what I use. This is what I do to make my ads. So if you want to check that out, write that down, go there after you're done watching this video. spark.adobe.com. There's a free trial option, or again, you can pay to upgrade. But this is the ad that we used when we ran one of our giveaways, and it was huge for us. So once you got that step down, you want to move on to step 3, which is writing engaging copy. And what I mean by copy is the copywriting. It's the text that people read. It's the quote unquote the text part of your ad on Facebook. And ideally now you want to have people sharing your post or tagging a friend for virality. And you want to tie into trends, holidays, etc. So what do I mean by engaging copy that's designed to go viral? Again, the key is to encourage that tagging, sharing. Comments and shares show Facebook that you have an engaging post, and they will show it to more people. As a side bonus of this, you get tons of Facebook fan page likes. Now, there are a bunch of rules in terms of what Facebook says you can and can't do. We have a download for this, and we kind of list that out there. So just make sure that you go through that, follow the rules, and let's go ahead and move on to step 4. We're going to set up a comment response tool. Now, this is what Message Hero calls it. That's one of the many different bot platforms out there. ManyChat calls it a comment growth tool, a Facebook comment response growth tool. Now, this is a screenshot of the Message Hero dashboard. ManyChat is very similar. Basically, what this is saying is that this post here selected with the Amazon gift card giveaway, when anybody comments on that, it sends that message there. Hey, first name, just wanted to confirm your entry for our $75 Amazon gift card giveaway. Remember, the more people you tag individual comments, yada yada. The very first time that I ran this, I learned a couple hard truths here. I needed to make sure that I set this up to have an opt-in word or phrase that would then put them into a sequence or a funnel. I didn't do that, spent a lot of time learning, and what happened there was I was up all night replying to thousands of people. So that's something that I would have you guys do if you're using ManyChat. There's a really slick, just straight up built-in auto response regardless of what people say. Here is an example of that at December 10th. That exact ad. Hey Lacey, wanted to confirm your entry for our $75 Amazon gift card giveaway. Remember, the more people that you tag in individual comments, the more chance you have to win, since each comment or tag is counted as a separate entry. Please reply to this quick message. So she replies, thank you. Then I say, of course, we'll let you know if and when you win. Now, if you're doing this inside ManyChat, then that, of course, will let you know if and when you win would be automatically sent anytime she replies anything to that specific message. Within Message Hero, it has to be a specific key phrase. So a couple differences in the bots, but again, the basic similarities are the same. Step 5, you want to have that simple messaging funnel that they go into. In ManyChat, they call it a sequence, and you want to have it set to trigger when they say, I understand, or whatever your opt-in key phrase is, and then it puts them in the sequence that would then, you could upsell them, you could give them more information about your company, you could do whatever you want with this, but it's pretty powerful. And you want to do this, again, that opt-in key phrase, so that you're not having to reply to thousands and thousands and thousands of messages like I was manually when I first did this and started learning about bots. So let's walk through a little bit how this works. This is, again, inside Message Hero. So this is a bot funnel that we put together for MessengerBOT University, which is kind of a fun, just joke test bot thing just to see what people would do. So the way that this is set up is it's set to trigger whenever anybody enters that keyword. And then when it triggers, it gives them all these different options here. So as you can see, like if they say yes, then it clicks, it'll go to the different funnel tree, all that sort of stuff. There's a funnel builder inside of ManyChat, which is a little bit easier to use than this actually. And you can sign up for free for ManyChat, or again for Message Hero. They have a 7-day or a 30-day free trial depending on when you sign up. So pretty straightforward, but this would be the sequence that they would be added to, or an example of a sequence that people would be added to. Sixth is you want to boost that post. So let's say you've got your Facebook your ad giveaway going on, boost that to ideally a lookalike audience. You can boost it to a saved audience inside of Facebook, or a custom audience, or a lookalike audience. If you're trying to get a lot of interactions, a lot of engagement of people that would like your products, boost it to a lookalike audience. So this can be of past purchasers. If you have a pixel on your site, you can pixel those people, boost it to them. Anybody who visits your site would see that post. You could boost it to even email list subscribers. If you're a managed by stats user, like I am, then you can have an automatically created custom audience that you create a lookalike from and boost it to that. Pretty powerful. So let's show you some proof that this worked. Again, this only ran for a total of 7-ish days. This worked so well that it actually shocked me. So in those 7 days or so, we had 1.2 thousand reactions and 10,000 comments. So here's a little bit more of a breakdown there. With those reactions, comments, shares, we had a bunch on the post. We actually had likes on shares. If you look at all that breakdown there, we had comments on the post, and then we even had 435 comments on shares, which was crazy. Then even on like the shares, we were getting shares on shares. So this post went crazy viral. And one of the reasons why we did this was because we asked people directly in the post to tag a friend, which we later found out is actually technically against, not technically, it is actually against Facebook's rules. So just tread lightly there. But that's one of the reasons why it went viral. So if you look at our subscriber growth, starting November 30th, we had 68 subscribers, and then 72, then 76, then 76, then 76. Oh, got 2 more. Oh, no, 78. And now here is where I decided to start this crazy giveaway idea at about 5 p.m. on the 7th. I was just like, hey, I want to just try doing this giveaway thing. Went from 78 to 114. I was pretty stoked there. But the next day, we were at 355. Day after, 574, 720, 1,000. Giveaway ended the next day. We had 1,300 subscribers there, and it kept going up still. By the, 7 days later, 8 days later, we were up to about 1,400 subscribers ago. This was absolutely huge. So again, just imagine if you put this together in your business and you get that many subscribers in that short amount of time, how much you could sell to them. This is awesome. So how much do you think this cost? Was it? Nope, it wasn't a ton. $136 total ad spend. Super cheap. Now couple that with the total that I spent on the bonus, which was $75 for the winner, $75 for the friend in those gift cards, the friend that the person tagged. It was just shy of $300, and we got about just under 1,500 subscribers. So we're looking at about a little over 20 cents per subscriber. So couple bonus pro tips. You want to boost this to a lookalike audience of past purchasers. Again, managed by stats. You want to export from that lookalike audience. There's that automatic synchronization that they have. You want to give away something that will appeal only to your target audience. And you want to make sure that you automate it as much as possible. So I use easy promos to pick a contest winner. They set up a cool freebie landing page for us. You can go check it out there. They have a couple free options. I think I'm on the $30 a month plan, but if you get to a point where you have something like 10,000 comments, having something like easy promos to help you pick that would be awesome. So a few other takeaways here. Because our gift card was really broad, it was that very first giveaway that we did. Since then we've modified our giveaway approach quite a bit. But there you go. That's a wrap. I'm going to throw it back over to Nate, and I hope that you guys start implementing this right away, and we are excited to help you guys more in the future.
Once again, thanks for joining us on this special masterclass bonus edition here. My name is Nate McHenry, and for Paul Barron and Ben DeVries and Amazing.com, thanks for joining us. We'll be talking to you again real soon.